Welcome, welcome, welcome to Hunter's Harvest here on the Patchwork Planet. I'm Kyle. I'm your host. I'm going to be helping all of these fine people figure out what the hell is going on now that they are being assaulted by a very, very mean beholder. Very rude. This beholder is very rude. I personally think that we should put a whole bunch of welcome emotes in the chat to show people what a nice beholder looks like, not this mean bastard that's going on here. Oh my God, Lando.
15
Lando.
months!
15
months!
Dear God. You know what? For 15 months, I feel like you need something for that. Lando, you can either get rid of a status effect on one of your people or give a status effect to the other team. Nothing too severe. No. We already have one of them petrified. So, oh damn! Oh damn!
Oh my God.
That looks like a wheel of chaos. Thank you for involving this.
Oh, hi.
That's amazing. Oh my God! And we're oh shit! We're about to start a hype train. That's incredible. If anybody wants to throw a sub or some bits in there, that's the thing. Here on Laynard Allies, everything that you do that helps the stream also helps all of the players. So if we get to a level 1 hype train, all of them are going to get inspiration. Yay! So, but first, I'd like to thank our first sponsor. I'd like to thank Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Fabulous mobile game where you get to play champions of which realm? It's the Forgotten Realms! Yay! And I love them very much because they give us a little code down there at the bottom of the screen, and you can use that code to get an electrum chest in the game, which lets you level up your players. Oh my God, and thank you, Voivodi Kuatek, for raiding in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh my God, and we just started a hype train.
Choo-choo.
That's incredible. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the hype train. And while this is going on, just FYI, we have all kinds of ways that you can help people in the server or in the game. The hype train, every level that we go up on a hype train, they're going to get something new and exciting. We have a whole list of things you can do with bits or with subs and with donations, all kinds of stuff. Everything that helps the stream helps our players. So let's, oh my God, Wizard. That's incredible. Thank you. I think we're already up to like a level 4 or something.
Nuts.
It's abusive, is what it is. I think you're just trying to stop me from killing all of you, is what I think. I think that's what's happening.
That's a pretty good guess.
That's a pretty good guess.
I couldn't let Bramble one up me. That's all it was.
No, that's legit. That's legit. That leaderboard is important. Everybody, you can check out who's given out the most subs and the most bits up at the top in the leaderboards. That refreshes once a month. So if you're not.
You say what, mate?
Oh
my God.
Oh, really?
You want to
now?
enter this bidding war?
Oh my God. Guys.
I'm broke, okay? You win. You win.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to say, like,
The
I
crown
can't
is
even
mine.
join here.
Totally.
I just got a
Bramble
familiar.
literally, he's just like, he's hooked up to a nurse and actively selling his blood.
Oh my God, we're already at a level 5. That's.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what that means? That means an instant dice giveaway. So everybody please hit exclamation point raffle to win some fabulous Phoenix dice. We normally do it at the end of the stream, but today we'll have at least 2 because we got to a level 5 hype train, which means we give away dice right this very moment. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
We will also give them away at the end of the stream. So worry not. You can, if you don't win right now, you can still win later. So that is delightful. Okay, Lando. So did everybody first? You give it a level 1. Did everybody put inspiration on their character sheets?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fabulous.
Got it.
All right, got those.
Wait, how do I do that?
Top.
You can either make a note, or there is a spot at the very top of the D&D Beyond character sheet that says
it.
inspiration. Fabulous.
Yes, thank you.
There is what does level 2?
Level
What does
2,
it do?
everyone gets a short rest.
Ooh.
We'll take that. I'll take
We'll
this,
take
please.
it.
Thank you.
That is useful. Oh my gosh, that is
100%.
very, very useful. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Fabulous. Level 3.
Wheel of Chaos.
Oh, Wheel of Chaos. This is my favorite thing. And what about level 4?
Environmental Effect.
Oh, damn. Okay, so we'll do a poll in a little bit to figure out and this is great because they're in a boss battle. So having an environmental effect to activate can really, really be useful. So that's delightful. And then, of course, the dice giveaway. I want the dice giveaway to be the last thing that we do, so that as many people can sign up as would like. So, and in the meantime, hey, I'd like to hear from the villains. What happened to you last week?
So, things went according to plan. We managed to carve our way through just about every adversary within this fair dungeon on our way to Grimm's Lord Doombringer, a beholder who holds dominion within these fine underdark tunnels. Hopefully we are able to befriend him, to make him one of our own, to keep the Delvers from controlling everything. If we are to fail, well, I don't have plans on failing, let's put it like that.
Of course you don't. That's right. That is absolutely right. Zuzu wants to hear about Bullet Time Bella.
Zuzu was here about Bullet Time Bella, but yes, Maltoven had given me his time.
Correct.
Yes, and sped me up to like the speed of like Flash, and I Robin Hooded a bunch of my own arrows inside the skulls of our adversaries. And then inadvertently set off a bunch of frag grenades.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. FYI, chat, we have about 1 minute left to add to this hype train. If we can get it above level 5, I might do something a little special for people. That might be new and exciting. But I'd like to introduce another one of our fabulous sponsors, Phoenix Dice, who you can win right now if you hit ! raffle. Phoenix Dice are fabulous dice made by fabulous people that are all about mythological creatures. My personal favorite is the Djinn, a gorgeous light blue with fabulous golden flecks inside. And thank you, Zuzu, for the community subs. That is glorious. We are at 80% of level 5. It's getting crazy in here. And you can win them right now, these Phoenix Dice, and you can win them at the end of the stream. So, with that in mind, hey, heroes, what the hell happened to you last week? And Chelsea, thank you so much.
Aw, babes. Thank you.
I think that we are, oh my God, we're at 97%.
Oh, 30 seconds.
Oh!
Oh!
And Chelsea just
Dunked
knocked
it.
us over.
Just dunked
Oh
it.
my God. Absolutely.
Nice,
okay.
Chels.
Chelsea, for knocking us over the top there, I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to support the heroes, or do you want to support the villain?
Chelsea, I swear to God.
Everyone's really a hero. so-
Everyone you know is on the villain side.
Everyone you
babe.
know is here
No.
on villains.
No, we're all heroes. That's the truth.
We're all
Wow.
villains, don't lie.
I mean, yeah, let's be real, please. Like, oh my gosh, Bramble! All right, so what we have, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna do a dice giveaway. So Lando, please let us see who has won the dice.
Closing it up. And the winner is Rumple Foreskin.
Rebel Force.
Oh my God,
Nice.
Wow, what a name.
Fabulous, fabulous name. Yay.
This is a hell of a name.
Now, what we need to do is I'm going to set up a little poll here. Oh, my poll button has disappeared. I don't know why Twitch just completely reset that. Just a moment, please. I'm going to add this little button over here so now I can manage poll again. There we go. We're going to make a new poll for an environmental effect. And one of these effects will be useful for the beholder, one will be useful for the heroes, and one will be useful for the villains. So, I'm not going to tell you which is which, though.
Of course not.
All right, so the first one is going to be reinforcements.
Ooh.
The next one is going to be beauteous caverns. I don't think I spelled that wrong, but I cannot remember how to spell that friggin' word. Maybe it's right. Reinforcements, beauteous caverns, or or the power of friendship.
What?
Yes.
Our friendship.
I'm going to set this poll for 5 minutes, so you'll have 5 minutes to determine what environmental effect is happening. We are starting this poll right now, damn it, is what we are doing. And while we are doing that, we are then going to do a Wheel of Chaos. Wheel of Chaos. Let us start with Maltovan. Tell me, let's spin that wheel and tell me what they get.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Oh Lord,
Hold
oh
up.
Lord, we're waiting for a sec. We are waiting for a sec. All right, we can do it.
Oh,
I can be patient. I can be patient. Can I? Can I?
Okay, Maltovan.
Mount Haven.
Let's see.
What'd you get?
Reckless attack, 5 rounds.
Oh,
Ooh, let's
damn.
go.
Okay.
All right.
Maltovan, you get advantage on your attacks against one person that you will have to identify at the beginning of those 5 rounds. And if that person attacks anyone but you, they get disadvantage. In addition, you get what is it? It is
I mean, that's not
you have
reckless attack,
resistance.
but
Oh, sorry.
we could be something different if you want it to be.
Well,
reckless
no,
attack
you,
is
you play the barbarian. What's reckless?
reckless attack
Ah.
is where you get advantage, but everyone has advantage against you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
reckless, and you're vulnerable.
Oh, I was thinking rage.
Yeah.
Just rage in general.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Gore.
Let's see.
What do you get? What do you get?
Legendary resistance.
Ooh, very
Ooh.
nice. I mean, facing a beholder with legendary resistance, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
fucking
pretty
nice.
nice. Not gonna
All right,
lie.
let's do one for Manic.
Manic's gonna
What's Manic
get
gonna
5 sorcery points.
Ooh, that's interesting. That'll be fun. Empowering some of your thievy little abilities with some sorcery points. What about Zach?
Let's see. Zach is
Oh,
gonna
God,
get
what is it?
a reckless attack for 5 rounds as well.
Ooh, yeah, there you go, Zach. Rude. Bella, what's happening over here?
Bella's gonna get 5 key points.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, and remember, like, while you might not have a class that can utilize these things, you can tell me a fabulous story about how you use them, because you have just discovered the power within yourself.
Power
Those
within.
amazing things.
The power.
And what
within.
about a little Mimir?
Mimir gets a legendary action.
Yes.
That'll be fun. That you better come in clutch on that one. Oh my God. Now, Chelsea, has Chelsea let us know if they
Yes?
want to support villains? There we are, the villains.
Thank you, babe.
Good.
I am going to allow the villains for that extra little push up there, I am going to give both of the villains a combo move in the first round of combat.
Oh, let's go.
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
All together! Welcome!
Hello, hello.
You have just missed a level 5 hype train. We are handing out the rewards for all of the things that have been given. If any of you would like to contribute after the fact, we will add those rewards to all of the fabulous things that the heroes and the villains are getting, because you got them both in this stream. Also, we have a poll about the environmental effect that they got. Vote in there. Let us know what you would like to do to see how this encounter is going to change. And I think that's everybody for the actual Wheel of Chaos.
We only got
But
one?
Now, what?
Sorry, did we only get one Wheel of Chaos?
Well, that's the thing. Everything else is part of the actual hype train. So, what we are going to do now? Hi, Pixie! How are you? There's what we're going to do now is we are going to look at the subs that we got. So, we could get one artifact evolution, a Wheel of Chaos, and some inspirations. We could get 3 Wheels of Chaos and some inspiration, or just a whole bunch of inspiration is what we can do. Or if somebody wants to donate one more gift sub, we can also do an instant dice giveaway. So there are all of those options. Players, what are we interested in seeing?
Oh boy. We have Stark Boy.
I'm always down for more chaos.
Yeah, I like
Fabulous.
I like the chaos. I
More
don't want to
chaos!
I don't want to like force anyone else to take it, but
All right, fabulous. If we are interested in chaos, then I'm going to say, because the heroes have more people, I am going to give inspiration to both of the villains, and then I'm going to give an inspiration to both of Zach's characters, to both of Josh's characters. So Zach and Manic will each get inspiration there. All right, and that leaves us with 3 Wheels of Chaos. So we're gonna get through this quick. All right, so we are going to do 3 for each person. Are you ready? Are you ready to write these down? Because as a player, it is your responsibility to remember them, because I will not remember them. And Pixie just gave out a community sub. So do we want to change our answer? Do we want to do a dice giveaway, or do we want to keep it with all kinds of Wheels of Chaos?
Chaos!
Chaos. Let chaos
All
reign.
right, fabulous. Do we want to just make it 4 Wheels of Chaos total?
4 wheels of
None of this, I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Make a goddamn
4
decision,
wheels.
please.
Yeah.
That's
4
so-
wheels of chaos?
That's a lot of wheels.
That's a lot of chaos.
That's a lot of chaos.
I mean, for
what
such a
mean
chaotic
is,
thing
if
about to happen.
if we are going to do all that chaos, I'm going to need you to use a thing every single time you make a move.
Oh,
You're going to have to
absolutely.
use something that you get in your storytelling for each move. Are you prepared for that?
Let's go.
Question. The things that we got last session, we don't have anymore, right?
Correct.
Nope. Yeah, it only lasts to the end of the
Fantastic.
session.
What about
Use
chat
it or lose
advantage?
Pardon?
What if chat gave someone advantage and they didn't get to use it?
Yeah, no, it is gone at the end of the session. It is important that we use all of the things.
Yes.
There's
Final
all right,
question
so-
about last week's status effects. The dungeon bonus. That away too? We're still in the dungeon.
Oh no, because you're both in the same room now. All bonuses
Alright.
have been reset to 0.
Got it.
Mm.
All bonuses
Because
are
you both,
0.
and it wouldn't matter anyway, because both of you took 20 minutes in each room.
I mean,
so.
it would if we
Fair.
were both fighting the creature, but yeah. I see what
So-
you mean.
All right,
It's fine.
are we ready? Are we
All
ready
right.
to write everything down?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, chat. Get ready for all the chaos.
I think the best way
Let's
to
get
do
those wheels
this
of chaos
is to
in the
just
chat.
roll 4 on one person and just do it that
Yes.
way. All right. So Maltoven, here we go. Number 1. Force Ballista, 5 rounds.
Nice.
Oh, you get a second one. Fabulous. Next.
Gain a level of exhaustion.
God damn it!
Oh!
Wild Shape, 5 rounds. And Legendary Action, 1.
Oh, damn. All right.
Wow.
And then I'll
Gorf.
roll for Gorf. This might take you just a sec while I have to write these down. Favored. And then
Yeah. What is
we
it?
have Deflect Missile, which is cute. We already have that.
Okay, favorite foe. Deflect
Deflect
missile.
missile.
Okay, what's next?
Death Blast. I'll let you.
Oh,
Check
yes.
that.
Death Blast for me.
And Polymorph.
And polymorph. Oh, damn. That's going to be crazy. All right, Manic.
Manic is gonna
This is
get
going to be
haste for DM, 5 rounds.
Oh, damn
My
it.
beholder has haste. Screw
Oh,
all
a level
of
of
you.
exhaustion.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, poisoned,
Oh my gosh!
but a legendary resistance. So there's that. I
You
guess.
may use your legendary resistance to either stop the exhaustion or the poison if you'd like.
Let's get rid of the poison.
Okay,
Right.
fabulous. You have a level of
And
exhaustion.
then Zach. Zach's gonna get Wild Shape for 5 rounds,
Nice.
Nice.
5 inspirations,
Oh.
Sneak Attack for 5 rounds,
Ooh.
my God.
and Extra Attack 5 rounds.
Oh my god, what?
All right,
For
Bella,
Zach?
Zach is
Bye,
going to turn
everybody.
into a Zach blender again.
Bella
Alright, what
is
was the
gonna
first one?
get a
Bella's gonna get what?
legendary reaction or legendary action.
Ooh, very nice.
Prismatic Spray,
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
Sneak Attack for 5 rounds, and a Death Blast.
Oh no.
Ooh, Death Blast. All right.
And then Mimir's gonna get 5 DM advantages,
Oh,
Come
no.
on.
but 5 sorcery points,
Okay.
5 rounds of deflect missiles,
Nice.
Alright.
and 5 extra attacks.
Okay,
Yes.
you know what?
Very nice. All right, so the players are all stacked up, but so is the DM. So let's see what that happens. And finally, we have got our bits. So with 1,500 bits, we can do. I'm assuming that you want to give me yet another Death Blast, is what I
No,
assume.
no,
Is that
no,
correct?
not that.
Yeah,
not
definitely. No, I
Rude.
actually counted 1,700.
Rude. So 1,700? Well,
Yeah,
so it's
that's-
1,500. Oh, and then Bramble threw down 500 after the fact. So it's 2,000. So you can get like 20 plus ones, or you can get 4 combo moves.
I vote we give both the villains and the heroes each 2 combo moves.
All right, fabulous. How do we feel about
Fair
that?
enough.
What if I
I-
want to
I
combo
like
with
that.
the villains?
Then you can.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
say you had to stick to your team. If you
Yeah.
can figure out, here's the thing. Remember, this is your story. If you can figure out some way to like pick up a villain and use them as a weapon, absolutely.
Well, there is a
100%.
petrified man.
All right. Are we ready to face down the evil beholder that has taken the Underdark under its sway in the new world where magic is suppressed? And there is a fabulous environmental effect called Beauteous Caverns now.
Uh-oh.
The glory of this beauteous cavern is that it is beauteous because it is covered in gorgeous crystals.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
And because of this, the beholder can cast its eye rays into these crystals,
Oh no.
having them affect everyone on the field once per turn.
Perfect.
That is hellish.
You like that, right? Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
You think
Snowflake
that's
in
cool?
chat for that.
Big fan. Big fan.
I think that's great. I think it's great. So you are going to be facing essentially a superpower beholder.
Uh-oh.
I hope at least one of you survives. Shall we now? Shall we now into the dungeon to find out if the villains or the heroes are better? No, we just want to hang out.
Yeah,
Once again, I thought there was a
Yeah.
segue.
Yeah, like, obviously, yes.
Like, yes,
I-
the answer is yes.
No, 'cause
I would
could
love
go.
to hang out. I feel that we
I
just
can
don't get
go
to talk anymore and just don't get to hang out and get to know each other. Can we just do that?
You never call anymore,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Kyle.
let's
We
start talking about
absolutely
69
could
degrees
do a
again.
beach episode.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna do
Yeah.
like we'll just put the beholder to sleep, do a little beach episode.
Like a filler in the anime where it's
Let's
like,
just go to the beach like in a dreamscape.
like blue balls
Yeah,
you right
absolutely.
before the cool part. They're
This
like,
is all
oh,
Mimir
I'm
Street.
totally down with it because you would lose all of the bonuses that you got
Oh my god.
at the end of the session, and then I'd get to kill you as my beholder. But instead, I'm just having a thought here, just brand new idea. Let's kill beholder.
Maybe.
I
Or
think the
befriend the
DM.
beholder.
I think the DM should roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
I agree.
Um,
I agree.
What is
Actually,
Kyle's
I'm
persuasion
going to-
score?
Yeah, what is-
Roll. I mean, I feel like it's pretty high, given that I got all of you to spend 3 fucking hours.
True. You've convinced us this far.
That's true. That's true.
It's, like you hang out and you don't actively attempt to murder me. I feel like that's the bar now for a very high persuasion check. I love
What a
it.
low bar we've made.
That's just humanity as a whole. If you can hang out with someone without murdering them, they're very persuasive.
Yeah, 100%. So, in our potentially non-murdery stream,
Uh-huh.
because I don't want to hold you to my standards. I don't feel like that's okay. We all are going through our own things. So, I'm not going to judge you for attempted murder today.
Just for today. A treat.
I love it. For those like high charisma and master bardic powers. It's true. I could absolutely sing a song right now if you want, but I won't. I won't do it. I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm gonna throw you all into the maw of a goddamn beholder.
Let's do this.
Now let us see, shall we? As we bring up the map, I am going to need each of you to please give me initiative.
Let's do this.
I don't
Where
want
does that
to. You know?
die?
Oh
You'll
my god.
do as you
Oh
are
my
told.
god. I got a
What'd you
nat
do now?
one.
I'm using my
Oh,
inspiration
no.
Dude, I hate
to
it.
re-roll this goddamn
You can
initiative.
use your inspiration or other things. Don't forget, you've got a whole bunch
I'm
of key
already
points.
gonna use my.
Yeah, we do have a whole bunch of cool things.
Wait, can key points reroll initiative?
You tell me a fabulous story about, like, first off, how you completely fucked it up, and like you pulled out your bow and just fell the fuck down or something.
I think, well, I don't have shoelaces, but I think that like a thread from my pants was like hanging down a little bit and I stepped on it and I was like about to trip, but something within me just kind of lit a blaze and caught myself.
Mm.
You did.
And I'm
you
spending a
absolutely
key
did.
point to reroll my initiative.
I guess so. What is the? So now, what are you doing with your key point? Something that a monk could do.
Oh, that was something lit a blaze within me and I just caught
Absolutely.
balance
So are you using
perfectly.
like Step of the Wind?
Oh yeah, you leaves
Oh.
the sky, clings to ceiling.
Yeah,
Just
why not? Just,
I'm sorry. I have this image now of Bella like falling over herself and then like using her bow to like catch herself and then doing a flip
And then just-
in the air, landing in the hero pose. Like,
Oh my god. No, I do like the stealing idea. I don't want to be in front of everybody. I just kind of whoop, and then like caught myself with my bow, but my bow's like tension was too much, and it just kind of shook and shot me up to the ceiling.
You're a hero posed on the ceiling. That's 3 point.
That's
Precisely.
Right. Just so everybody knows, I'm definitely going to give you inspiration for it. Because it's the first time that I think I've ever heard of anybody hitting a hero pose on the ceiling. So for first time getting Kyle to imagine something, you get inspiration for that. Very exciting.
If you already have inspiration, do you get 2 inspiration?
Yeah, let's stockpile them.
The house rule is you can stack up to 3 inspirations. And anything over that, you lose at the end of the session.
Okay. Wait, if we had inspiration from last session, I have 3 right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
so you
I
can
thought
stack
that
up to
went
3.
away. Okay.
All right, let me see. It's everything else but the inspiration does. So advantage and all that kind of stuff goes away.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. I've got Maltobin, I've got Zach, I've got Gorf, Mimir, and Bella. I'm just missing Manic. Correct.
Zach rolled a 23 on his initiative, and Manic rolled a 16 because I had to use my inspiration. Because controlling 2 characters, it changes it on one token.
And now I'm gonna click here. Let's see where the beholder goes in this, shall we?
That one. Give it
I
disadvantage.
want to see.
It's an 11.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna use one of my 5 advantages.
Oh god.
I'll give it disadvantage.
Well,
I'm sorry. You're gonna. Well, 11 it is anyway. So
guess I don't have to.
You can use your disadvantage. There you go.
Will that mean it has 4? It goes on 4.
No.
You
breaks it.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, it would be 4.
It would, right?
Wait, no, it'd be a normal roll because advantage and disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
So it'll
Okay.
go back to 11. Yeah, it's just 11.
So
don't
it
worry.
still gets to go before you, Mimir.
Come on, Mimir!
All right.
Listen, I'm okay with that.
Are we ready now?
I believe so.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. First up is Zach with all the insane extra attacks. As you step forward, as you're attached to a wall, aren't you right now?
No, Zach is the only person who hasn't been affected by the stuff.
As you stride forward, you see that there is something. You recognize the beholder immediately. You know what this thing is. You see something different about it, though. You see crystals seeming to grow out of its skin. A shiny carapace of quartz, almost. It looks at you, sizing you up, wondering how it was unable to constrict you with its little tentacle walls. What would you like to do?
I would like to really would like to move up to it and smack it upside the head, if that's okay, please. So, doing that, I am going to move forward my full 30 feet, and as I charge forward, my legs begin to change shape, and my hands begin to grow almost bear-like features similar to Gorf, and I'm going to use one of my wild shapes to allow myself to move a little bit further so that I can get right up to it, if you allow that, DM.
Is it a tasteful impression of a bear, or is it kind of
This is a good question for many reasons. Yes, tell me, what does this bear look like? What kind of bear is it?
Is it bare face?
Yeah, is it bare face?
Yeah, don't do bare face.
I'm not definitely not doing bare face, but it's more my features almost hulk out like a werebear type creature, so I still resemble Zach, but I just
you
charge
mostly
forward.
get hairy, is what you're saying.
Yes,
So,
I get very hairy.
Which is fair.
as long as you're As long as you're not doing that, it really is a very, and I apologize for being super racist, but like it's a very barefaced thing to do. Where you're like, doodle, doodle, doodle.
Someone's like,
Is it a bad thing if I want to ask the beholder if he wants to go for a picnic?
Get you all picnic basket.
Listen, it's the bare necessities. It's the bare necessities, yeah.
But I'm going to charge up to it. It's a beholder. I fought a beholder before. Recently.
Did you?
Yes, I fought that one, the undead one with Drax.
That's right. That's right.
And Reggie. Fuck it, why not? I'm just going to use all of my extra attacks on it right now, and my normal 2 attacks, as I'm just going to charge in. Great sword out, great weapon master, reckless attacks. Everything.
All right, if you are going to do that, then we're going to have to enter 10-second combat. We've got a 10-second duel, is what we've got, with all those extra attacks. So, with 7 attacks in a round.
5 of them are reckless, and 5 of them have sneak attack as well.
Thank you, Ampersand and D20.
Oh my God! Yeah. Hey, welcome, Paul. We are just starting battle. You missed a crazy, fabulous, glorious hype train where we got to level 5, and so the players have gotten all kinds of fabulous treats from that. But now I'm gonna kill them all. Get ready, Zach. We are 10-second duel. Are you prepared?
I am more than prepared. I was born prepared. It's as if I was created exactly to do this one thing.
Oh God.
Maybe.
Tell me your first move.
As I charge forward, I leap in the air.
I'm sorry, before you start, can I please get some combat music? This is not combat.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I've been figuring out what I want to do, and I totally.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I
I'm
can't
sorry.
like this.
Very
I
sorry.
cannot work like this. We have a barbarian going up against a beholder right now. He's trying. I can't believe you are stepping up and trying to one-shot my fucking beholder. I will
I
quit
mean,
for this.
I'm really hoping to. If I rolled my dice, I probably would kill it. But anyway, I run up. I use the footwalls and the diamonds and crystals that are sticking out of the wall as a way to leap off, and I bring the greatsword down straight towards its center eye.
As soon as you do that, you feel something below your feet, and you realize the beholder has stuck out its tongue and is flipping you over backwards.
I'll use the momentum of it flipping me over backwards to propel myself forward into a somersault, stabbing the sword downwards. So I do like a bladed somersault, and I'll go over its back and land on the other side of it, and then spin the blade round and slash round.
You just see it move very swiftly out of the range of your blade, and you see it line up one of its eye rays towards the ceiling and see it bounce between several crystals before slamming you in the back, knocking you to the floor. What do?
I mean, it would not hit me in the back if I didn't roll out of the way of it first, leap upwards, and then go for the eye again.
That is very true. This time, you feel 2 eye stalks wrap around your wrists, and now you've got 2 beholder eyes just staring you right in the face.
Oh, I'm not happy with that. Still within my bear form, I use my bear teeth to bite into one of the eye stalks, rip it off, and then with my arm free, I just claw into the other eye, pull the eyeball out, and squish it in my hand.
As you do that, the beholder screams in pain and unleashes its central eye stalk directly on you, throwing you about 60 feet directly into the wall.
Throwing me 60 feet against the wall with everything that I still have prepared, I'll backflip, go into the wall, like feet hit into the wall.
Oh my God!
I'll take a little bit of damage from that, almost anime style. The wall will crack behind me as I just propel myself forward towards it in a lancing formation.
As soon as you do that, you feel a couple of things suddenly slam into you. The first one is a ray that slows you down. You suddenly feel yourself becoming slower, and at the same time, you also feel yourself getting very, very sleepy. What do you do to stay awake?
I used my indomitable feature as a fighter to slap myself in the face with one of my hands, because the other hand's holding the sword, but I slap myself in the face to wake myself off. I flex my muscles to sort of break off the cold that's causing me to slow, and then I will roll underneath the beholder and stab upwards.
The beholder just slides up in midair, able to levitate, and looks down at you and says, "I'll save you for last, you little bastard." And with that, you just end your turn for 7 attacks. You have managed to destroy 2 of the eye stalks of the beholder. Please roll me 2 d10s.
2
And we will
d10s,
see which ones you have destroyed.
5 and 7.
5 and 7. You have destroyed the enervation ray. Very nice. And you're going to have to re-roll the 7 because we just used the sleep ray, so you didn't destroy that one.
3.
A 3. So it no longer has fear or enervation.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
I love it. And you absolutely get inspiration for a glorious 10-second duel.
Thank you very much.
Makes me very happy. Who's next? Gorf.
Of course.
I think it is technically.
Gorf!
For Gorf could just hold his action for just 1 sec. I have a plan, and I want to make sure it's good. So,
Fair enough.
so above table, I'm doing a combo move, and I wasn't able to get Mimir's sheet, so I wanted to get that real quick. So,
That's
Fair enough.
fine. Gorf still yells to the crowd, "I have a plan!"
Oh my god!
as he's floating in the telekinetic ray, which I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know how that works.
the beholder just looks over at you, and just imagine side eye with like 8 little eyes and 1 giant eye. Just what the hell? What? Do you have a plan? All right. Okay. Thank you for letting us know. Manic, what are you gonna do?
I am currently paralyzed, so I'm not quite sure what I can do.
You can try at the end of your turn to get out of that paralysis if you want to give me another roll.
What was the saving throw again? Sorry.
The saving throw is 106. No, it is 16.
What type of save, sir?
It is a constitution. Constitution.
I'm going to use my inspiration to try and roll that again. That will be my last one with Manic.
Oh, all right.
That is a 17.
Oh, there
Nice!
we go.
Good shit. Good
Now
job,
that
Manic.
is the end of Manic's turn because you're paralyzed for the turn. Is there anything you can still speak during your turn? Is there anything you want to say?
I just want to say to the villains, I want to look at them and say, why do you think that these delvers are going to destroy the world? That all they are trying to do is help it, as far as I'm aware. And then that'll be it.
Maltovin is currently in the middle of being racked with fear. In his mind, visions of his timeline ripped asunder by the actions of those who thought that their works were good and fair. Just
I'm going to say, if
Spiral.
you're terrified, you don't. That question, I'm going to need
don't
you
worry.
to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
do I get advantage on this since the magic that was once up compelling me to be afraid has been cut off?
The magic hasn't been cut off, just the eye.
Fair enough.
But you may have advantage on this particular roll. So make me so I want a Constitution save because he made you think about the whole year that you
Correct.
experienced while you were in the middle of like essentially a panic attack.
Critical success.
All right, fabulous. Tell me how you suppress this, like, adrenal response to everything that's happened in the last year.
Not even thinking, Malthoven summons a simulacra of the time knife. As he holds fast to it, he's briefly given a glimpse into the infinite. The visions of his timeline, torn to shreds, is overwhelmed by the various other versions of reality in which it had it. And in place of that fear, hope is birthed. As he reminds himself of why he is back here, why he has come, and why Delvas needs to be stopped at all costs.
As you are looking into the time knife, you begin to see, you have held it long enough now that you are starting to make sense of it. Lando, can you turn the music down just a smidge? You are beginning to be able to make some sense of it. You start catching glimpses of Manic, because he was the one that spoke to you. You are able to sort of pick out in the millions of timelines that just keep flipping through the sword. You begin to start seeing where Manic exists in some of these timelines. In some of them, he works with you. In some of them, he works against you. But only in 1 out of every 100 timelines does he not help destroy the world.
I look to Manic as I come from myself, back into myself. Oftentimes it is those with the best of intentions that lead the world to absolute ruin. Trust me, I'm doing this for the good of all of reality. And with that, I turn to Bella, who's on the ceiling. Now, Dreamer, connect us! I'm going to use my combo move to psychically connect with Bella and have her throw both myself and Grimslore into a dreamscape. I must commune with him.
Okay, well, first up, Bella, tell me, are you using your touchstone?
I think this is the first time she will use her touchstone, yeah.
All right, fabulous. Tell me what this feels like. By the way, everybody who's connected to a touchstone, you hear like a bell gong as soon as she begins to use it.
I think that, like, so I've thought a lot about the flavor of this, and as unadvantageous or as disadvantageous as this might sound, I think every time she reaches into that and uses it, she kind of has to fall asleep for a moment.
Brief narcolepsy.
So I think that when he shouts out to this, I like open up my my golden vial and just kind of like let it fall down towards my face a little, and I reach my hand out to him, and like gold dust starts to fly towards Malthoven and link Malthoven and the Beholder, and then she falls asleep and falls from the ceiling, and they disappear.
So what is happening here? What power are you using? This massively powerful touchstone.
I think that what's happening is that I am dreaming of the world ending that Malthoven wants to show the Beholder, and then bringing them into my dream.
Okay, fabulous. Is that something that your touchstone can do?
I think with a legendary action it can.
Fair enough.
I think with a, hey DM, do you know my friend Legendary Action?
Yeah, you can pretty much do whatever he wants.
Oh my god. And yours is the binding word, right?
No.
No, yours is not. Which one is yours?
Mine or...
No, the dream touchstone.
The binding word, I believe that is the one that Oathborn has. She has the dream-based one.
What is the name? Did you ever actually define it?
You did define it right before one of my second session. I didn't think
What's it
we
called?
refined it. I'm going back to find it. Hold on.
Unless chat would like to give a name.
Nightmares Reigns.
Oh, Nightmare.
Reigns.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you have so above table, so that I can refresh myself on this. Here is your touchstone, so that I can refresh you, and the audience gets to find out too. The Nightmares Reigns. In the realm of dreams strides an equine creature that many have glimpsed, but who few have interacted. Not evil or frightening, simply a mare that one finds in the night as sleep takes them. If stories of this shifting apparition be believed, it seeks those whose dreams are more beautiful or more exciting than the typical. When it finds that dreamscape, it uses its mastery of the dimension to generate a demi-plane within the plane of dreams that keeps that dream from dissipating. Only inside one of those demi-planes can the nightmare be approached. Attunement. To attune to the touchstone, you must ride the nightmare for a full minute. At the end of that time, magical rains will appear with your true name etched in them. When this happens, you immediately gain the ability to control your own dreams and to communicate with other dreaming people without using any spells or abilities. Your spells are now empowered by the realm of dreams. Using fragments of the realm of dreams, any illusion spells that you cast may be cast as though you spent 1 sorcery point, though you do not expend any sorcery points to do so. When you become soulbound, your understanding of and connection to dreams increases. You see the beginnings of dreams as an aura surrounding most creatures. You can occasionally understand the depths of a person or uncover a secret no one else could know. Seeing this also allows you to enter the other creature's dreams. In addition, you can now access the demi-planes created by the nightmare. As the stuff of dreams further infuses your magic, you learn more ways to manipulate the realm of dreams to empower your spells. Any divination or illusion spell you cast may be amplified by any meta magic that costs 2 sorcery points or less. This does not consume any sorcery points. You may also use your connection to the dream to drag dream stuff into the world, a number of times per day equal to your proficiency bonus. You may pluck something from a person's aura. The object must be small sized or smaller. When it enters the real world, it becomes real. And seeing parts of people's dreams can be both amazing and dangerous. Each time you use an ability of this touchstone, there's a chance that a misshapen creature from the realm of dreams will use your connection to its home. It can use your ties to enter the real world. This carries a 1% cumulative chance that a creature will enter the world within 5 feet of you, and then it gives you a list of creatures. So you can pull things out of dreams, and you can enter the demi-planes yourself. In this situation, I'm going to say that it's going to take the power of another touchstone in order to drag 2 other people into an actual demi-plane, but you'd also have to go with them yourself.
I will use my touchstone, the time knife, to allow us to enter a space, but basically occupy the same space that the time knife does, outside of time itself.
Ew, are you using 2 touchstones at the same time?
That it would be.
I'd also like to say that while I get dragged in, I am riding the nightmare the whole time, and I am not having a good time with it.
I'm not having fun. This is not fun.
Difficult.
All right, so there are
bucking.
questions we're definitely going to have to answer about this scene in a minute. But first, as you attempt to touch your touchstone and utilize it to amplify what Bella is trying to do, something very strange happens. As per usual, because these are all fundamental forces of the universe, and you just never know what's really going to happen. As you attempt to create a space, and as Bella attempts to get you to a demi-plane, you all must make a wisdom saving throw, including the beholder, because insanity is about to ensue.
That's absolutely everybody.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. The DC is going to be 17.
15. I am
Oh
going
my
to
God.
use
Oh
my
my God.
flash of genius. That is that is a 20.
All right, I'm going to use my. Damn it! I cannot roll for shit today. All right, so everyone that got less than a 17 on their wisdom saving throw, you are restrained for 1 round as suddenly every dream that you have ever had in your life
Oh my god.
starts flashing through your head and you cannot tell what reality is. This just happens for a couple of seconds, but it's long enough to stop you. Tell me first, Bella, which demiplane did you pick? Which beautiful or terrifying or amazing dream that Nightmare created a demiplane for did you choose?
Above table, I don't know what planes there are to choose. It's fine.
So the Nightmare will choose dreams that are exciting, something that is beyond the normal dream, something that's so much more beautiful or so much more terrifying, just something that is incredible and has been doing this for thousands of years. So there are thousands of these demiplanes. You will have had to visit some of them in order to find Nightmare. So you tell me, what is beautiful, terrifying? What is this dream that you are taking us to?
The feeling of falling.
Okay, now that's a fairly common dream. Tell me what makes this version of falling either so much more fabulous or so much more terrifying.
You can't see where the end is.
So it is an infinite fall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fabulous. So there's, all right. What is there anything around you, or is this literally just you falling?
Around you is a bunch of falling teeth.
Oh my god, I'm
okay.
horrified.
Okay. Anything else?
Why are the
amongst
teeth
the
keep coming
teeth?
back to haunt me?
No, I think it's just teeth. Teeth of all kinds.
Oh, fabulous! I love it. So like giant, like
Dragon
saber-tooth teeth and tiny little baby teeth, and just everything in between. Absolutely. So you're falling amongst all of the teeth. Well, because you used both of your touchstones, this dream has just become a reality.
Oh no.
You have suddenly created in this room a space from wall to wall, from floor to ceiling, where all of you are now floating because you are falling, and there are millions of teeth falling around you. Every round, you are going to take damage from these crazy teeth. But because you have attempted to have a conversation with this beholder, you may take the next, I'm going to put on the clock 3 minutes to say what you need to before anybody else figures out what's happening. Go.
Grimslord Doombringer, I am Talavir Maltoven, and I come to beseech you for your aid.
As one should beseech me.
I know the course that fate would have this battle take, and I dread to inform you, you do not leave this victorious. But I am willing to assist you. I'm willing to ensure that you remain in control of this Underdark, so long as you assist me in vanquishing Delva's Dream, our common foe.
I would not normally team up with one so small, but I suppose in this moment it makes sense. I see the power you have within. Let us see what we can do together.
Very well. And with that, Maltoven summons the simulacra of the blade of the time knife within his hands and turns, while falling, shifts his weight to turn towards Gorf. And that's going to be Maltoven's turn.
Fabulous. I love it. A very simple turn. I like very nice, simple, gentle turns.
Awesome.
Nothing really happened.
Nothing happened. We're still in, we didn't just enter a demi-plane of falling teeth,
You didn't actually.
Oh, no, we brought a
the
demi-plane. That's worse. Categorically worse.
I think it's
worse.
better.
You have just created. I'm now going to have to create the Cavern of Falling Teeth
Oh, God.
in the Patchwork Planet.
The falling cavity.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Leave.
Bye. That's it for me, guys.
I am definitely going to need you, Maltoven, to roll me a d20, please.
Oh, not a problem. I can do that for you any day of the week. Oop. That's a 2.
A 2. Fabulous. You have just been hit by 2 teeth.
Oh,
It
God damn it.
sliced through you. You
Shit.
take 5 damage, sir. And now, Bella.
So as soon as this
Sorry,
happens,
before that happens, now that the Beholder knows who he's going after. I think, Zach, I think you should make me a wisdom saving throw. That's what I think.
I think I shouldn't because I shouldn't.
I think you should, though. Look at that.
I'm going to use my indomitable feature to roll that again.
I'm actually going to use my advantage to make sure you don't.
Oh, well, I'll use one of my advantages to make sure that I do.
That's not how that works.
But yes, it is.
Yeah. You're grounded.
Damn it.
Now you suddenly look at this beholder with new eyes. You don't. Why were you even fighting them? They're lovely. And the falling teeth just frame them so perfectly. It's just like. You definitely do see one of the eye rays of the beholder. 2 of them, Gorf, you feel yourself drop as 2 of the eye rays, one the telekinetic one and one the disintegration one, are essentially creating a sort of rain shield above the beholder so that it is not being attacked by all of these teeth that you have created. Again, thank you for a nice gentle turn. Absolutely. Bella, what would you like to do?
So as soon as this demi-plane comes into existence, I find myself on the back of the nightmare. And I am just struggling to get it under control. I would like to describe it as like a massive, blood red horse with static manes and tails and hair and stuff.
Absolutely. It is just, you see sparks flying off it all over the place. Everything. Now, as you're riding around on it, it seems to have perfect command of this demi-plane. So you are not, as long as you're on the nightmare, you are not actually going to be touched by teeth.
Fantastic. I like that. I like not being touched by teeth.
God, this place is horrifying.
If I had one wish, it would be. Yes, so you are riding around on this gorgeous, blood red, sparking horse.
Hell.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to try and calm it down.
Extras that you have.
Well, I do think that this is not yet a completely mutual riding session. So I will be trying to calm it down and take the
please
reins,
make
so to
me-
speak.
Please make me an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Fantastic.
And Zach, just FYI, you are in fact charmed at this point.
25.
All right. Ooh, with a 25, you definitely. So the nightmare just, absolutely, like recognizes. Originally, it was a little tempestuous because it's not used to this realm. Like it's just not used to the prime material plane. This is
Who
not
is?
where. It's a trash plane. There's, but now it recognizes the connection that you have with it, and it as soon as you touch the reins, your true name on the reins actually lights up.
Oh?
Hey, everybody on the side of Delver's Dream and Maltovan too.
Oh,
Please make me a perception check. This is going to be very difficult because it is a moving target and a very small writing.
Amongst falling
Tobin doesn't
teeth.
notice.
It's only 10.
It'll be a DC 19. Oh my god.
Wow.
You said perception?
Perception, yeah.
Zach got a
Mimir.
26, Manic got a 12.
Mimir and Zach, both of you now know the true name of Bella.
Oh?
Oh yeah.
Hikes.
Do I know my true name?
You do. You found it
Do I need
out
to roll perception?
when you rolled when you gained the trust of the nightmare. You found it out
Okay.
when it
Okay.
appeared on the reins in front of you. All right, so you have managed to sort of calm the horse because you may use some of your extras if you want to try to like generate some more on your turn. You have enough stuff that you could absolutely do some interesting things, but calming the horse would have been an action.
Yeah, I think even further than that, if I could calm the horse down, I want to spend all the time I have in this moment to just kind of like get the horse in my good favor. Just
Pat, what would you like to
befriend
do?
the horse.
What do you think a dream horsey?
I'm going to feed it my dream potion, my sleep potion.
Oh, this is horrible.
Is it?
That's delightful. What color is that? Your potions are gold, right?
The sleep one is gold, yeah. The poison one is green.
You feed this potion to the nightmare, and the nightmare changes and shifts in accordance with the potion. You see its mane and its tail turn gold.
That's adorable. Okay.
As it also grows, it's now a dream pony. Is what it is. You have just, this is a nightmare. Of course, it feeds on dreams.
Yeah.
That's delightful. So you now have a pony that has like 7 wings and like 3 different color horns. And in order to feel more at home in the falling toothscape, every single one of its teeth in its mouth is now different from all of the other teeth in its mouth.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. If I can still do one more thing, then I feed it.
Yeah.
I feed it a dream totem. I still have 2 left, so I'm getting rid of
All
one
right,
of my
so-
dream totems.
So to feed the potion would have been like part of that thing. To do the
Okay.
totem, you can use like something that you've got. So like, what did you get from the Wheels of Chaos?
I got 2 combo moves,
Oh.
4 key points, 3 inspiration, a prismatic spray, and 5 sneak attack.
I would say like either sneak
I'll
attack or
let
the key.
you can you can use either a key point to do like a sort of
I'll use the
Like-
key point, yeah.
fabulous. There is what is the mug thing where you hit?
Flurry of blows.
Thank you, flurry of blows. You can do a
Flurry of blown
blows.
kisses.
Flurry of blow feeding. Just
So now, which dream totem are you feeding it?
it is a little carved bear. Who knows where I got that?
A little carved bear. Oh my god, I love it. As soon as you feed it this little carved bear, you suddenly see it looks like as it eats it, you see its stomach start to sort of distend, and you see it just sort of like bend its knees very briefly and give birth to a giant grizzly bear.
Okay, so this is actually bareface. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, this really is.
This is actually
Grizzly
the
bear?
definition
Bareface?
of bareface. You took an effigy of my people and then
Yeah.
turned it
Yeah.
into an abomination.
It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. Can't believe you did that, Bella.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
terrible.
How insensitive, Bella.
Yeah.
Let's all just sit around and have a picnic.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So there is now a large. Now this is a large creature, but it looks like a little baby. But it is vicious and terrible. Things are just gonna get weirder because you have ripped part of the realm of dreams into the world. So all kinds of crazy shit is gonna go there. Sorry, Bella. I feel like that's a solid turn.
Very good. I'm very happy ending, yes. I'm even gonna take another one of my chi points away because that was a lot.
And
Your
now-
turn, heroes. Villains are showing up. What you doing?
We
Yeah.
birthed bears.
I know. Gorf still hasn't taken their damn turn
Yeah.
yet.
As soon as Bella's done, I'm gonna take it.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna move you. So now you are there in initiative. Okay.
So Gorf is no longer floating in the air. With
Hold on. The beholder is gonna take a legendary action at the end of Bella's turn.
convenient. How convenient?
Let me see here. Hey, let's see who hasn't gone yet. Mimir has not. This beholder is intelligent, and he knows that he is now outnumbered. Even though he has some new friends, he knows that this situation is getting a little funky. So I am going to need. What haven't we used yet? Constitution saving throw, please, Mimir. That's what I'd like.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah, you better. You better.
18.
18. All right, you succeed.
Hell yeah.
Because you're in a dreamscape, what happens as it tries to paralyze you is you literally feel and watch as your nerves, your actual nerve fibers, begin to try to pry themselves out of your arms and legs and escape
What?
into the world, and you manage to just sort of slap them in place.
I think a bunch of spores like crawl on and just like encase my arms in mushrooms as that happens. So
You now have mushroom bracers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're in the world of dreams, your mushroom bracers now sort of like, you see them get bigger, maybe so they're that big, and they all grow faces on their caps, and they're all looking at you. Saying, "Where are you?"
Yeah, all of them talk, and I want all of them to lecture me like Glappery does.
Oh my god!
This is my nightmare. This is my
There's 1,400 different species of mycelial mushroom.
No! No, please!
We're going
No
to
more.
name them right now.
I can't handle the fungi anymore, Master.
Absolutely. There's now Gore. Let me take this
Now
turn.
Gorf. All right. So Gorf is gonna look over at Manic and be like, "No," and he's gonna run up, and he is going to oh, I'm on the wrong thing. He's going to go run past Mimir, scoop up Mimir, and start running towards this beholder. The bear, he's like, oh, our allies, because he still doesn't recognize, because they haven't actively attacked him yet, thinks that, oh, it must be someone they brought to hell, and not the abomination and the racist thing that actually happened. because
So
he's ignorant.
I'm gonna say, DM, this is a creation of one of your enemies, so it's like a summons. It's absolutely on their side, and it sees you, and it's just like racist, and it definitely takes like
It talks.
It talked.
Yeah, it did. It heard you talking shit about bear snakes.
Alright, that's fine.
This is
I'll
awful.
take
I'm
it
so
off.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Right, I love this. Thank you so much. This is a gift.
It definitely misses only because it's so upset about the things that you were saying.
Gorf is like, okay, that's weird, and just keeps going with Mimir.
You see the
He's
weird?
like, I'm focused. I am hyper focused on my goal, as Gorf is, not taking in external stimuli
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
information.
I'm sorry, I need more caffeine immediately.
I need
Oh,
more
yeah,
caffeine.
You will. Real quick, the beholder's mouth. Is it open?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just starting a sentence. Hold up. The beholder's mouth.
The beholder's mouth. Is it indeed open? Is it laughing or something like that?
It's been like talking and using its mouth, but it's sort of half open. It's not like it's
Open.
Is it an open mouth snorer or like?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
fair.
You're the mouth breather here,
Is it a
Mimir.
mouth breather?
Oh my god.
It's true.
How big is the beholder?
How big is what?
Like, okay, so because last time I tried to do something in this vein, I was chastised for not asking questions. So I'm gonna jump in its mouth. Is that possible? With how big, how,
Can I jump in
can
its
I
mouth?
jump in
Where
its
was
mouth?
the question?
This
I jump in the mouth.
Well, okay. I mean, to be fair,
Alright.
like I need to know because
Hold
Gorf would
hold
see.
on. I am gonna need a couple of rolls for this.
Oh my god.
It gets worse. As Gorf's running, he is also going to scoop up Zach, and we are going to all three of us jump in the beholder's mouth.
Okay, so as soon as you grab Zach, you have been charmed by this beholder. You now see your old friends as enemies because they are attacking the beholder. What would you like to do?
Hi, old friends. Sorry about this. Bonk on the head.
Oh,
And what?
I'm gonna have to attack Gorf.
Yeah, you are.
as
How
soon
are you
as
gonna do
Gorf
it?
sees that he's being attacked, he is going to use his feature that he uses on himself to brain zap himself out of charm and use it on Zach. And he's going to send an electrical charge that just like flicks
Shock
Zach's
therapy.
brain and just resets it for a second.
Ally not working. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, exactly. Have you shut down and unplug and plug it back in?
I'm because again we are in a dreamscape right now. So as soon as you sort of like start pulling this electricity together, you see it suddenly like grow a bunch of legs
Oh no.
around it.
Just make
And it's
walking
just
lightning.
This circular ball of electricity that's sort of rolling along your arm and then just sort of kicks Zach in the face with electricity, and then, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's now just sort of rolling around the floor, like getting hit by teeth. And the smell is really gross because the teeth just sort of sizzle inside the electricity. So it smells like
teeth, anyone.
Right now. But because that happens, Zach, you may make an additional saving throw against your jar.
Okay. I'm instantly going to use an inspiration to roll it with advantage.
Good.
I rolled it with disadvantage by accident, but it's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20.
Yes, absolutely. This jars you out of your stupor.
Come, friend.
The electric shock goes through, and my head whips back, and as my head comes back forward again, my hair is sizzling and completely standing on end.
Yeah.
And so is my beard. It's completely standing on end up that way.
Yep, absolutely it is. That's right. It literally looks like a picture of a magnetic field around your head, like different strands of
I
hair.
look like I'm being
and
hung
your
upside
beard.
down.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
pretty awesome.
Oh,
Okay, so are you going to do anything else before you get into the beholder's mouth?
It depends on how. Like you're saying, it's kind of like half open. So I'm visualizing that.
So what I'm asking you is, are the other actions that you want to take going to happen while you are inside the beholder's mouth or outside of the beholder's mouth?
Above table, I would like to go into the beholder's mouth and do things in the beholder's mouth.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. So let's stop there.
Yeah.
So you have to get into the beholder's mouth first. So this is why.
Yeah.
So just FYI, everybody, if I ask you a question, you can give me a very small, specific answer, so that I can then move things forward. Yes.
I wasn't necessarily having to have them done on this turn.
But if we use one of our combo moves, can we do it on this turn?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of things that you can do on this turn, but apparently the first thing we have to do on this turn is get
Are you in the mouth or not?
a beholder's mouth.
Yeah, let's do
So
it.
let's do that. So the first thing that I'm going to need, because the beholder is not like keeping their mouth open for all of you to crawl into it. Are you?
I would've.
So are you going to try to break through their teeth, or are you going to try to open their mouths?
Gorf is gonna break through the teeth. That's
How?
holding open
What
the
weapon
mouth.
are you gonna? So what are you gonna use? Because both of your hands are full right now.
He's gonna use his head. He's going to, as he is doing this this comical side headbutt like football players do. He is going to rage, and he is going to head first crash his fucking cranium into this
Absolutely. As the beholder sees you approaching, you suddenly notice something happen. Whereas the teeth were no longer falling on the beholder. By the way, please roll me a d20.
Uh-oh.
Also, just letting you know, Chuck gave DM's choice of hero disadvantage.
Oh my god! Chat is really doing y'all dirty!
I'm gonna do it right now.
Oh my
god! Chat, you're great. So you got a 7. Gorf is going to take 25 tooth damage.
Does that fall under the normal bludgeoning, or is that separate? Is tooth damage just separate, or will the rage protect him from tooth damage?
I'm
Magical piercing?
Because you're on a dream realm right now, it is either bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, or psychic, whichever you have no defense against.
Oh, classic. Okay, sure. That's a fine distinction. So I'll just take the full thing then.
Yeah,
It's,
well,
it's,
very
it's
specifically
psychic then.
because it could be, if you don't take damage from the actual teeth falling, you'll take damage from the terror of having teeth continually falling on top.
Yeah.
That's fair. Gorth went to a dentist one time. and he
Right.
will never go back. Ever.
Nope. Ever.
No.
Ever.
They hurt him. Made him cry.
So as you are running with your hands full of friends,
Yeah.
the real friends are the friends that we picked up and slapped electricity feed into along the way.
Amen.
You are going to I'm going to need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
All of us, or just
Okay.
Gorf?
All right. Actually, yes, all three of you, please.
Oh god.
That's a good point.
That's a
All right,
30
man.
from Zach.
Oh God.
Zach is fine.
12.
Mimir, you are not. So, as you watch as the Beholder, who had been up till that moment using a telekinetic shield to stop the teeth from falling on it, just slightly shifts the shield.
Oh, so this is from the Beholder?
Yes.
Sorry, I get advantage from the Beholder.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that was part of the character creation thing. You said I had advantage against anything from Beholders.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So this is not from a Beholder, but I will give you, yes, you can have the advantage on the Constitution saving throw. Because
Okay.
Gorf is the one that's doing this to you right this moment.
Dang it, Garf!
God damn it, Gorf.
Damn it, Garf!
Okay,
It was a
so
solid
That's
plan.
Gorf is secretly a beholder.
He just had to keep talking.
Garf! You were a
You
Beholder the whole
watch.
time.
So you watch as the telekinetic shield just goes from above the Beholder to in front of the Beholder, and all three of you just slam into it head first. You all bounce back from it. None of you are unconscious from getting slammed, but all of you are a little busy at this point. Gorf, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I'm done. Technically, the manic or the Zach thing was an action. So I'll
So you don't want to use any of your other abilities?
You have so much stuff, man.
Yeah, there's seriously, we're never gonna get through this stuff if you all just keep saying, "I guess I'm done." You have 5 wheels of chaos each.
Okay. So as Gorf gets up and brushes himself off, he will claim the Beholder as his favorite foe.
Fabulous.
I'm gonna say that out loud, so I don't forget that I did that.
Awesome.
So-
Anything else? Because the things that you use for the Wheel of Chaos are not considered they are all considered free actions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pull it together, please.
Oh, can we rewind just a bit then?
I don't know. We've done a
Okay.
lot.
So, as Gorf is diving into this force field, he is going to not only use his 5 extra deflect missiles that he got from the Wheel of Chaos, but he is going to utilize 5 more key points to use his head to deflect this missile, this
So, okay, I'm
shield
gonna
that's
stop
being
you.
brought
That is-
towards him in front of him.
I am absolutely willing. I am here for fabulous stories. But if you're just gonna say I want to use random shit to do random shit, that's not okay. I need you to tell me a story about how you are using those abilities to actually affect the world around you in a way that you might actually use those abilities.
So you used it as a projectile and threw
No,
it in front
I
of
didn't.
us. Okay, well,
That's the thing is, it just moved. It's not going towards you or anything. He just literally, there's now a wall in front of you. That's
so
all.
there's no way for me to use that to deflect the energy of the shield away as it's coming down?
You can tell if you can tell me a fabulous story about it. Absolutely.
Okay. He's going head first.
Yeah, that's why this is really difficult. Is because you're
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
you're
kind
going head
of.
first, choosing, and you're holding 2 other people. Your inertia and your momentum.
Yeah, I don't have my hands. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna declare his favorite foe and prepare for the next round.
All right, fabulous.
I'm
Yeah.
going to use my legendary action here.
What would you like to do?
Amp Force ballistas, maximum power. And as they bounce off of the shield, Amp is going to shoot his Force ballista into them to slam them against it again. I'll use my combo move, and as they are being bounced off the shield, I'll have the Beholder zap Gorf with one of his rings.
Okay,
so
I'll use deflect missiles.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, because I'm actually going to use my legendary action as the Beholder, not only to zap you with a ray, what I'm going to do is when you slap into this telekinetic shield again, I'm once again going to shift the telekinetic shield to like toss you up into the air.
Oh my
and
god.
then shoot a ray at you. So,
All right, but both of us are using deflect missiles, so we don't hit the wall.
I'm gonna use deflect missile to grab the Force ballista and redirect the energy and shoot it back with his touchstone using lightning and blast it right at Maltoven. So he is going to take it and just tenfold just shoot that back at him as pure reflex.
all right, so hold on. So we are now in the midst of like an instantaneous bullet time crazy that is happening all with legendary actions right now. So you are going to, so we've got 2 Force ballistas coming at you. You're gonna have to drop your friends, like withdraw your arms from them.
I already dropped them.
So you drop your, so in this moment, because this is all happening in like a
We're like
second.
in free flow in the air.
Well, no, so what's happening is you have run towards this.
Yeah.
You bounced off the telekinetic shield.
Yeah.
Then the ballistas fire. So now you've got 2 ballista bolts coming at you. You've released your
we're on the
friends.
ground. Okay. I thought you changed it to get us launched up. Okay, but I hear you.
So we are. So no, that was before, like, that was going to be after the ballista bolts hit you. So, but what I'm going to say is that it's still going to happen to you, just not to the other people, because in order to turn around, grab the ballistas, and use the force of your lightning to send them back, you are going to get slammed backwards towards the shield.
That's fine. I'll use the entirety of my 5 deflect missiles I got from the Wheel of Chaos.
Well, you only need 2. There's
Okay.
only 2 missiles coming at you.
Yeah, I'll deflect them and throw them right back, and add my touchstone lightning bolt as a little bit of an extra something.
All right, fabulous. As this happens, then you slam backwards into the shield of the Beholder, who then tosses you up into the air. Is anybody else going to add any fun little legendary actions here?
Not legendary actions, but I would like to, as the two bolts go towards Maltoven, you just see an explosion in front of Maltoven, and what appears when the dust settles is Manic, completely covered in adamantium, with a cut on his face as he has taken the full brunt of the blast using his touchstone.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, cool.
Maltoven.
I'm keeping this all in my head. Hold on. I'm keeping this all in my head. I'm going to give you a monologue about exactly what happens with all of this. So Gorf is now in the air. Who else?
It was like 18 d6 lightning damage, plus the 2 ballistas. I don't know what your touchstone does, but that's
badass.
not like an anime, like, oh, I cut my cheek thing. Don't insult Gorf like that. Come on.
No! You'll find
Like-
you'll find out what I do.
Okay.
in a
All
moment.
right.
Find out.
That's fair.
Let's index everything that's going on.
So as
Anything else?
this happens and Gorf is doing this mega Kamehameha thing towards where Maltoven is, Manic looks and thinks, well, Gorf just looked at me, shrugged, and ran off without me. Maltoven has just told me that this is a thing that if the Delvers win, this could be the end of the world. I must help Maltoven then, surely. So I cut my cheek. When I take damage, I'm able to change the density of my body to one of 8 different elements. Adamantium is one of them. And I will move, which is the strongest density in the world, if you go by Marvel standards. And I will stand in front of Maltoven and take the full blast of everything.
Absolutely. Okay. Fabulous. Anybody else want to jump in on this?
That's me.
No? No? Are we good?
Or
Not
I
so-
could change to iron, which conducts lightning, and then fire
Oh my
it
god. Back! Just. Nope.
Actually, no, because I don't want to hurt Gorf.
Oh, yeah,
I
you don't
will-
want to. Yeah.
Adamantium is
Would
thunder,
you
so
like-
I'll absorb it.
Would you so iron so adamantium would still take the brunt. Iron though, you would be able to conduct it somewhere else.
Okay, I'll take the iron, I will conduct it, and I will fire it. I don't want to hurt anybody, so I'm going to fire it into the ceiling.
Alright.
What about
fabulous.
Let's go.
Alright. Okay.
Into the endless expanse above us.
Oh, yeah, there's
The teeth ceiling.
The teeth.
Alright, so and
Teeth
anybody else?
You know what?
Malthoven is just in awe.
I'm throwing my hat into this too. So
Okay.
what happens directly after he shoots it into the ceiling? I'm gonna use my legendary action.
Oh my god.
And you watch as what Mimir does is he just points both of his arms to the hallway. And what looks like an infinite amount of these mushroom spores starts creating this tunnel of themselves as I cast plant growth and use all 5 of my sorcery points to heighten the spell.
Oh shit. Okay.
So we are in a
So that's 5. So
sphere.
what's plant growth normally? What
Plant
level?
growth normally is a let me hold on.
Level 3?
It's a 3rd level
Level-
spell, yeah.
Okay, so this is now an 8th level plant growth. Alright. And what do you do? Where are you positioning this?
Right down the hallway towards everybody else. I'm just creating, instead of it being like an endless expanse with falling teeth, we're now kind of encased in a cylinder of these guys, and they're going to try and grab anybody that's not one of my allies.
Oh my god.
What do you consider manic right now?
You haven't taken me for a drink yet. I mean, take me out to
It's
dinner
fine.
first.
No,
I see.
You mean
That's
I
it means
see.
me.
Alright, so
Yeah.
we are now creating this. Anybody else?
Okay.
Oh, Manic's fine. We talked and drank.
Yeah, stop. Anybody else?
That'll be it. That's
Is
my
that
story.
all? Is that
I did
everything
my
that we
piece.
want to do in the 1 second that just went through?
There's a final thing that is done.
Oh Jesus! All right, yes.
Malthoven gives a single command to Amp.
Okay.
And it is personnel authorization, code's name Big Cat, no longer hostile.
Ooh, all right. So let me let you know what has just happened. You see, Gorf begin running down the field, snapping up Manic and Zach at the same time.
Zach and Mimir.
Mimir and Zach. As Zach lifts his hands to strike Gorf, suddenly this crazy electrical thing with legs just smacks Zach in the face, snapping him out of the charm that the beholder had and forcing his hair into an insane pattern. As that happens, Gorf continues forward, thinking that he will get into the beholder's mouth, but no, the beholder lowers its telekinetic shield and everyone slams into it and bounces backward, but 2 force ballista flare off simultaneously, shooting bolts directly towards the back of Gorf. Gorf, having spun around mid-air, sees these coming, grabs them, charges them both with incredible amounts of lightning, and throws them back towards Malthoven. The force slams him back into the shield. He gets tossed up into the air and is going to give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage because he is in the air right now. Gimme, gimme, gimme. With a 15, sadly, you have failed to avoid the disintegration ray.
I mean, oh no!
You are going to take 39 damage from this ray while you are in mid-air. As this happens, Manic flashes over to where the lightning is about to hit. Having turned into iron, he creates a shell in front of himself and sends the electricity towards the ceiling. But something strange happens. Realizing that much electricity being thrown in a loop with that much iron actually creates a massive magnet within this space. Everybody who has anything metal,
Oh,
please
fuck.
make me a
I'm,
DC 21 because we are dealing with touchstones now.
I'm only metal.
A DC 21 strength saving throw, please.
I mean,
Dear
don't get me
God.
wrong.
Are like piercings in a belt buckle enough to warrant this?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Am I the only one that doesn't?
I technically have a mess kit.
Manic is very
Anything
Manic is very
metal, your
attractive.
pack, or anything like that absolutely
I mean-
is affected by this.
That's pretty much everyone then. Unless you guys
I-
don't use dishes.
Right.
I had to use an inspiration as Zach to get that to a 24
Is it a strength?
Absolutely.
strength.
I am going to actually. So it's a DC 19 saving throw. So I've got one from Zach. Do I have Manic? Does not need to make one because he is the iron.
He is the center of the attraction.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Bella. So Bella fails. Maltovin fails.
Yeah,
Or
no.
fails. Manic. I am going to use one of my DM advantages to give you disadvantage. So you fail as well. Who's left? Who does that leave?
Me? How can I fail?
Mimir.
Oh, no, Zach.
Oh,
Zach
Mimir.
fails.
Zach,
Amir doesn't
yeah.
have any metal.
Oh, Zach fails. Okay.
Oh, Mimir does not have any metal. So you're just
No.
sort of watching as suddenly everybody just gets slammed towards Manic. You are all now flying at top speed towards Manic. And weirdly enough, you see a bunch of, like, the teeth, because they were made of different
Oh,
materials.
no.
So there are a bunch of teeth that are also suddenly attracted. Whoop.
The nightmare is
Lord.
also there.
You're right.
Certainly.
Nightmare.
So the nightmare doesn't. The nightmare's fine because it's all organic.
It doesn't have It doesn't
Rain?
have.
Like
Uh,
farting?
Farting.
yeah. Or like
Or
you know
horseshoes?
The barding
the
leather.
horseshoes.
I'm also going to say that they have control of dreams, so we're in a
That's fair.
dreamscape. It can do what it wants. And the bear is fine as well. Everybody, please make me a dexterity saving throw who is flying towards Manic, and Manic, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Crit, baby!
Oh, damn. The dexterity saving throw is the same. It's a 19.
Zach
Right.
rolled a 5. Manic, you said with disadvantage, eh?
I just need the disadvantage for Manic, yes.
14.
With 18 or 14, yeah. So, can I please get one for Bella?
Yeah. I knew I had a feature for dexterity saving throws, so I was checking what it did.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay.
All right, a 13. So everybody fails except Maltovin. Maltovin, you tell me how you managed to avoid slamming into Manic.
As Maltovin sees what is happening, he knows intimately this specific bit of science. He's had to do this to make various forms of artifice. So the second he sees all of this voltage pump up into this man of iron, he immediately steps into infinity and appears next to the beholder.
So it's just me and you over here?
That's like, yep, I'm
Oh my
that.
God,
That's
it
a bad
is.
idea.
I love it. All right, please, everybody, move your tokens to the appropriate spot on the map so
All
that I
right.
can keep track of who is where. All right, absolutely. So, each of you, please roll your weapon damage. That is how much damage Manic is going to take,
Oh God.
as
Good
your
luck,
weapons
guys.
are all drawn directly to Manic.
My bow.
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Okay.
Yep, so you're going to take 8 damage from Gorf. Oh, yeah, Gorf is now down over there, too. 8 damage from Gorf.
I would
17
roll.
damage
I would
from
roll
Manic.
max damage. I would roll max damage from Zach, wouldn't I? 17.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God.
That's
Since my
25
ally is
damage.
next to them, do I roll with sneak attack?
Yes, you do. Yes, you fucking do.
Wait, so we take all the damage from all the weapons?
Oh! Did you just say 44 damage? That brings us to 69 damage. You only roll it once, though.
Is Manic still up?
that was an accidental click.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Manic. You have just taken 69 damage.
No, I haven't.
Nice.
I am 100% using evasion or uncanny dodge, or whichever one it is.
Okay, dodge to
You
half
don't
the
take
damage.
any of it. Wow.
So you take. Oh, so you just take no damage at all.
Hang on, uncanny dodge. No, I take half damage.
Yeah.
Half damage. All right, so
Yeah.
you are going to take 34 damage as everyone just slams directly into
Oh.
you.
I'm so sorry. 44 minus 11 for mine. That it rolled with the spawn enemy. He is not my spawn
okay,
enemy.
so subtract 5 damage from that. There
Do you
go.
have evasion, Zach? Or Manic? Do you have evasion?
I have evasion, but I didn't pass my dexterity check.
Okay.
I would like to remind everyone that we have not yet gotten through round 1.
This is a great round. I don't know what you're on about. This is the most action-packed shit I've ever experienced.
Absolutely, I love it. I am 100% here for it. So that was Gorf's turn.
You're 2 turns away from the end of the first round. Oh my God.
Is Bella down here too?
Yeah. Wait, where am I supposed to?
Oh wait,
put
no.
my token?
Once you, you were sucked up towards.
Yeah.
You were sucked over to
I
Hannah.
thought Maltoven was also sucked up. I
No,
thought-
no, Maltoven teleported
Yep,
away.
here?
Maltoven stepped away. Yep.
I was
So
wondering, I was
now,
like, how did that look?
As that happens, you see in the area around the raining teeth, what you start to see is like little bits of mycelial fibers suddenly starting to, like the teeth start getting fuzzy
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
as they start getting like
Fungal infection.
bulky. And then you start seeing, as they are raining down, you start seeing the mold like reaching out to itself on different teeth. And it just starts building this whole net around all of you of these continually raining teeth. And then they'll sort of disappear into the floor and then reappear in the ceiling, building this net further and further and further in an infinite loop until the entire room, everything is now, you are now not dealing with raining teeth, but Manic, Maltoven, and Bella, every round must try to avoid being restrained as the fungus continues to try to grab at you each round.
They all sound like Glappery.
Oh no! This sounds like hell.
Yeah, they just say, come here, come here. Stop it, don't do that, don't do that. Nope.
Shame on you.
You stop it.
Oh my God.
No. And I suppose it's time for Beholder to finally get their turn.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The Beholder is just laughing its ass off at this point at the utter insanity,
Dang it.
just all of the craziness that
Should've
is
jumped
going.
then when he was opening his mouth big and wide to
Right?
laugh.
Honestly.
Bummer.
Should have held your turn. One more.
One more round.
But then it wouldn't have been funny.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. It is going to look over at the group that is now surrounding Manic. And it is just going to say, I suppose it's time now to see just what we can do. And you notice that there is still some crystals sort of coming in through the roof. And it fires off its first attack. A death ray.
Whoa.
He fires the death ray at the crystal in the ceiling. And the beam splits. It doesn't quite hit what he wants it to, so he moves just slightly until the beam hits exactly the people he is aiming at. You watch the death ray, each of you get closer and closer to Zach, Mimir, and Gore. Please make me a dexterity saving throw. All right, Gore and Mimir, you say, okay, so all three of you are fine, it looks like. You all jump out of the way of these of these little rays. And as they keep moving towards his new allies, you see him suddenly close that eye in order to stop the ray from harming the people that are now his friends. They're his friends. The real friends were the people we didn't kill along the way. That's
I
right.
concur. Never have I agreed with the statement more truly.
He says, well, if I can't kill you, I suppose I'll have to stop you some other way. So he is going to fire off his paralyzing ray. Please make me, each of you, a Constitution saving throw.
I thought he could only use that crystal thing once per turn.
This is his first turn. Oh,
sass
true,
mouth.
true.
That's true, though. 100%.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Fine.
So who
He's
gets
going
targeted?
He saw just how fast and agile Zach was. He knows the threat when he sees it. He saw how he very easily defeated Gore. And Mimir hasn't really done anything yet, so he's going to go paralyze Zach. Give me that Constitution saving throw.
Can I do something with my 5 extra attacks at this point?
Oh my god.
No,
I'm going to
no,
roll
you
with
have to wait until
advantage.
your turn.
All right.
I rolled an 18. 18 was my highest.
An 18. All right. You feel, you just feel like the hair on your head that's like standing up and your beard starts sort of growing and like wrapping itself around you as this dreamscape tries to paralyze you in its own special way. And you manage to tear a bunch of it off, so you are not paralyzed, but you now have like a weird sort of chunky beard and hair with some long pieces and some that you've torn out. So very effective is what I'm saying.
My
And
beard has grown.
it's going to use, because it really just loves now, like it's found its new favorite pastime. It is playing badminton with a bear. So it is going to just like send its shield out to you and just slam you up against a wall of teeth. Would you please make me, instead of a strength saving throw, make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can avoid this.
Sorry, was that me?
That is your. It's badminton
Oh
bear.
man, I'm rolling
Oh,
pretty
no.
poor today.
You get slammed up against the wall. You hear, as you are flying past it, you hear the bear say, "This is what you deserve." It doesn't like you at all.
Oh, Bramble gave me advantage.
And you are going to take 25 points of damage.
I'm gonna use Bramble's advantage.
I'm going to use my second to last
Alright, well, it was
to
the
shut
same.
that down.
It was the same.
I gave out an olive branch.
Yep.
This is how those things go.
Shadane, you tried.
Unacceptable.
25.
It was a pity olive
I'm
branch.
assuming that it's still the type that I don't resist. It's always fun. Right. But I do have evasion, so it will be still halved.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Gorf is gonna
And you see,
miss the brunt of
you
it.
see it start rising up into the air in order to escape those that are going to attempt to do some filthy hitting of this poor little beholder. How dare you? And now finally it is Mimir's turn.
End us off strong.
I'll look at Maltov and I'll be like, listen, I don't know why you want to kill all of the Delvers, but it seems like you have this kind of vendetta with time and fate. And if I've learned anything from the one that taught me, my mentor, it's that fate isn't really more set in stone. It's more of a fluid thing. And really, what I don't understand is why kill someone to end it? You know that'll just change the future to add more killing. Instead, why don't you teach people what not to do wrong? You have all of the cards in your hands.
I would like to stop you right there. In the cases of those who are receptive, open, like yourself seem to be, teaching is absolutely an option. But in the case of a man who would grab his friends and run headlong into the mouth of a beholder, sometimes talking doesn't solve things.
Well, as long as I have known Gorf, he's maybe not the brightest one, but he's always there to help his friends.
And that will be used by those who are all too keen on manipulating the weak-willed.
All I'm saying is, why do you partner yourself up with things that only want destruction? That'll just bring more destruction in the future.
They can be reasoned with.
So, while this is delightful, you are in the middle of combat, so we can say things to each other, but we cannot sadly have lengthy philosophical debates about the nature of man or time or the future.
In order to stop my friends from dying, here's what I'll do, and I'm going to use my 5 attacks, and I'm going to, DM's discretion, I'm going to attempt to blind 5 of the eyes, 5 of the remaining eyes, with my blindness.
What kind of attack are you using?
I want to use the spell. I have the blindness deafness spell, and I want to use that 5 times and blind the eyes.
Okay, so 5. All right. If you can give me a better explanation, then I'm going to cast this 5 times, because you absolutely do not have time to cast 5 full spells. Slapping someone 5 times is very different than fully casting 5 spells.
You watch as I, Maltolvin, you watch as I'm having this conversation, I just kind of look over when I say, why do you pair yourself with things that want to kill and destroy? And I just, almost, you can see, but almost in one swoop, I just wave my hands right over the eyes, each of the 5 eyes, and it becomes encrusted with hard mushrooms.
So there are now talking mushrooms on the beholder's eyes.
I gave him pink eye, all right?
Absolutely you did.
All right.
You sure did. 100%. Terrible person.
Listen, the last thing I'll say is, I'm always up for a good conversation, but destroying someone isn't the way to go.
As you are trying to get the last word in, you hear the beholder screaming, "What is all this?" And now we are going to go to the lair action. This is still the beholder's lair, and now we are in the realm of dreams. The beholder is very intelligent and knows this. The entire mossy, toothy mess that you are now living inside. You are going to see spaces where the teeth all sort of come together briefly and then expand into mouths that try to eat each of you without any sort of discretion. Everybody, please make me, you can try to stop the mouth with strength. You can try to avoid the mouth. So you may make me either a strength or dexterity check as you would like.
Strength with Zach and Dex with
Check or
Manic.
saving throw.
All right. It looks like it's a Manic's fine. Gorf is good.
Ooh, gonna burn my
Oh,
last
okay.
inspiration on that. That was bad.
That was bad. Okay. Manic is good. Samir is good. Maltelman is
Less
still
bad.
no. Maltelman, you are going to take.
Oh, hold on.
Roll
Oh,
me.
wait, that's weird. This got dropped.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Oh,
What got
oh.
dropped?
Oh, that's an advantage.
Oh, you know what else got dropped? Disadvantage. My last one as the DM. Sorry.
You know what?
That is-
Sometimes
that's it.
we can't reach beyond the aisles, Gorf.
That's right. The
The DM has shut
Yeah,
down
that's
our
ruining your
cooperation.
day. Ruining your day. There's please roll me a d20.
All right, not a problem. I can do that for you.
And let's see just how many of these teeth.
Ah!
Oh!
Is
Damn!
that good or bad?
Dude,
Teeth! 20 teeth!
that is. Let's see, so that is 40, 62, 71, 81 damage
Good thing I have evasion!
to Maltoven. You failed your dexterity save, though.
But I still take half.
Oh, okay,
Evasion just
all right,
means I
fabulous. So
take none if I
You
succeed.
still take 40 damage.
Dear God! That hurt!
Yes, it did. That's what you get for getting a crit at my table.
Oh my gosh! This is horrible.
So the situation has gone from bad to horrific
Yeah.
with teeth like now a mossy cocoon of teeth trying to eat you while a beholder tries to murder you, and a cute little bear and a fluffy golden pony run around doing it.
Did
Yes.
the giant moss mouths still sound like Lapri, or
Oh my God!
They do, but it sounds like Lapri if he was speaking into like
A guy in Casio?
that was
Yes.
then attached to like 3 other megaphones.
oh
Oh,
wow.
yes.
So Zach, tell me. And we're
Is-
gonna have to speed it up a little bit.
Is the force field still in front of this creature, or is that closer towards where
It's
Gorf is
closer.
at the moment?
It's closer to Gorf right now.
Okay, I will.
Oh, I'm gonna say I think we've been at this for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I think
this would be a
I
good
was
for a break.
Hours. I'm gonna call a bio break.
Yes, Zach would like to sit down and go to the toilet.
Thank
Good
you so
idea.
much.
Pause it.
Absolutely. So
We'll be back.
bio break, everybody. Hey, everybody in chat. Please hydrate yourself. Please go and look at the sun. Do the fun things
Don't
outside.
look at the sun.
It is-
Touch grass.
Praise the
Don't look-
sun!
So don't look directly at the sun if you wouldn't mind.
Go into sunlight.
Yeah, go, get some vitamin D. There's hydrate, get a bio break. While you're out there, definitely check out Phoenix Dice, Idle Champions of Rock Realms, and D&D Beyond, because they are all friggin' delightful. It is lovely. Oh, that's true. Our friends in Europe, it's dark outside, so go look at the stars. Something beautiful, or the clouds, whatever is the natural thing that's happening out there. In addition, if you want to help out the channel, please feel free to donate or throw bits or subs. Everything that you throw, in fact, helps the PCs, as you have seen them try to ruin my day with all the stuff that they got on the Wheel of Chaos and the delightful story that you get when they get to use those things. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So stick around to see whether or not they survive the mossy cocoon of tooth death. Hello again! I hope that you are still having a glorious time as the insane chaos of bringing the dream realm to the prime material plane continues to mess with everyone involved in this situation. We have about a half an hour left. We might go over a little bit, but I don't want to go over too much. So what I'm going to say is that each of you, there are 5 of you, each of you can have no more than 6 minutes for your turn, and you must use everything left from the Wheel of Chaos in that turn. So, Zuzu, to answer your question, the Reef of Glass. So the Reef of Glass is, in fact, what we call the crystal sphere that was shattered around this world. It is now coming back together, and utilizing pieces of the Reef of Glass, you can alter reality. So the Reef of Glass, if anybody gets the Reef of Glass, they can send me a whisper here on Twitch, and we will literally change the world of the Patchwork Planet. You get to help create the world. So, are we ready for round
As ready as we'll ever be.
fucking round 2? It's not round 6, it's round 2.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna do this. And Zach, 6 minutes on the clock.
Okay, so the first thing I'd like to do is use one of my wild shapes as I begin to run towards, I'll move around the force field, and as I begin to run towards the beholder, you watch as my face begins to extend almost into a beak. My feet sort of turn almost into talons, but don't quite. But these big, large eagle feathers sprout from my back as I jump into the air and fly towards the beholder. As I get to the beholder, I would like to use my 3 other wild shapes that I have left, so these are my last 3, and as I go to put my hands around the beholder, these tentacles just are out of my hands and wrap around the beholder, trying to hold it in position. As this happens, my planar touchstone begins to glow, and I'm just going to say to the creature, "You're coming with me," and I'm going to plane shift with the creature to the one of the planes of the 9 hells.
All right. Something very strange happens. You are unable to plane shift.
Ooh.
So, you are both going to take a significant amount of damage as you attempt essentially to tear through reality, and reality says, "Nope." Both you and the beholder are going to take 10d10 damage. You are each going to take 55 damage as you are just both slammed back into reality very, very hard. But you have also learned something today, Zach. The crystal sphere is closed. Nothing is getting in or out for the next year. You can still teleport within the sphere, but you can no longer function.
Okay, well, at least I'm holding on to it with all of these tentacle type things.
You are.
So that is, I mean, I'm going to try and slam it into the ground so the others can get to it and hold it in position. Try and
I'm
hold
going
it
to
there.
say that both of you, like, you were both slammed bodily into the ground. So
Okay,
yes, you managed to get it back down there.
And the tentacles will, as they're wrapped around the beholder, they begin wrapping into the diamonds and wrapping around everything to try and force it to stay in position. So it can't fly off again.
This beholder is now real pissed off. It's going to point 2 of its eye stalks that are covered in mushrooms at you and just blast. These are going to be... I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw. Because they were covered in mushrooms and can't aim quite properly, you can have an advantage on both of these saves. So
Okay,
wisdom and constitution.
I will do wisdom first. Wisdom is a 13, and constitution is a 13.
Oh!
20.
Oh my god. It just looks at you wrapped around it. You're like giant eye to Zach's face with it wrapped around with tentacles, and it's like, I thought we were friends. And suddenly you are charmed once again.
Ah,
Ah, God damn it.
Oh, Zach!
Zach, don't forget, you have to use all of the things.
Oh yes, I still have 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go, yes, my friend, please come with me, and I will use my planar touchstone again to cast teleport, and I will teleport both of us away to somewhere else on the Patchwork Planet.
Where are you going?
We are going to go. Now, I'm not too familiar with the Patchwork Planet, so Zach is
how about
definitely
Corton
not too
study?
familiar.
Oh,
That's a
What's
good.
that?
No, actually, we are going to go to the Halls of Might because that's the only place that Zach knows.
To the halls of might. I love this
Oh my
so
god.
much.
all these
Zach and
trainees
the
are gonna piss
beholder.
themselves.
Zach and the beholder, this huge, because this beholder is like twice as big as other beholders. You find yourselves in the halls of might, standing directly in front of Bandaz Noble Fury, the king of the dwarves, who is in the middle of a duel, helping to teach one of his elite soldiers how best to defend themselves against denizens of the Underdark. We will get to that scene in a little bit. In the meantime, Manic. There is no longer a beholder, but there's still all of these teeth. You're in a moss cocoon. You've essentially switched sides with your friends. What's she gonna do?
Technically, it's Gorf's turn.
No, it's not, because you held your action. So
Uh,
you move down the initiative order.
Oh, is that how that? Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that's how that works. Okay.
Zach, not Zach, anyone. Manic will. I'll pull my 2 short swords out. I'll click them together. I'll begin trying to attack the teeth, like deflect them so they don't get to me anymore. And then I'm just going to try and get rid of the moss. Really, I'm just going to shout. Now that the beholder is clearly gone, your big hairy friend got rid of it. Can we just like not fight now? Can we just talk about this? All of us,
I'm
like
okay with
adults?
that.
Please.
We should get out of here.
How do we do that?
So first, so don't forget Manic, you have to use everything that you got on the Wheel of Chaos in this turn. So let's get creative. What are you gonna do to try to stop this moss and these teeth?
I'm going to. That's a good question actually, because I have sorcery points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin as I spin my double-bladed weapon around, I sort of chip off of the stone, off of the crystal, sort of tip off some of the magic, and the magic glides along the blade and causes my blade sort of swing to become magical. And I will use my sorcery, all 5 of my sorcery points, to destroy as many of the teeth as I can while spinning the blade around using the magical essence from this lair.
All right, so the magical essence is essentially the psychic plane, but everything here is going to be immune to psychic damage because it's made of green stuff. So your best bet, cold iron, though, absolutely would be useful against green stuff. Tell me what you want to do. With sorcery points, you can create sort of a magical effect. What kind of effect do you want to create?
As I'm spinning it around, it's like a what's the spell? Sorry, I'm not familiar with spells because I'm not a spellcaster.
What is that spell?
It's a wall of wind. Wall of wind, is it?
Oh yeah, wind wall.
Oh, okay.
Wind wall. I'm gonna try and cast that to try and blow the teeth away from me
So
and my everyone.
I will say that with 5 sorcery points and your ability to like shift metals, things like that, you can start spinning your double blade around, and with these sorcery points, start shoving iron dust from the iron that you created earlier throughout this space, sort of carving a path. It's not going to destroy everything, but there's like a path of black that is just dead teeth and moss now across a swath across the area. Anything else?
I think that is it for the moment. I'm just trying to stop the teeth from getting to us and trying to deflect it. So that's going to take all of my effort to do that. That's everything that I have spent as well.
I love it. Now, Maltoven.
Everyone to Manic's side now! And he rushes over. I'm not sure if you know this, Kyle, but iron dust is exceedingly flammable. Maltoven is going to take hold of...
Before you do anything, I want to ask, is anybody going to actually rush over to Manic's side? The Nightmare will, and the Bear will. Is anybody else going to go with them?
Gosh, I sure would like for the Nightmare to pick me up on the way.
Technically,
Well, you're still-
Dwarf
as
is
far as I
right
know-
next to them.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're still right next to Manic because you got flung there.
Yeah.
And,
Okay. So as soon as the Nightmare comes over, I'll just remount. How about that?
Yeah,
Perfect.
fabulous.
Sure, I'll go with ya.
All right,
And
fabulous.
Maltoven is then going to use his 5 wild shapes. He grabs hold of the simulacra of the time knife and turns the blade into himself to split himself into 5 versions throughout the timelines. They surround Manic. Each of them takes hold of their own vault and fires off into the iron dust cloud, setting it all
Okay.
ablaze.
So, because it is a wild shape, all 5 of the Maltovans,
Are they all from Valencia?
They
They're
are.
all Valencian Maltovans.
They're all different animals. So, you've got like, there's an owlin, there's because you're definitely on the more sort of intellect side of things. You've got like an Aarakocra, you've got a Kenku, there's an owlin, there's a harefolk, and there's a mousefolk version of you, all 5 of them. Like looking at each other. Some of them are like, shit, what'd you do? All my friends are gonna die.
Focus up. You'll all be back in your respective timelines soon enough. Everyone, flame swords at the ready. On my mark, fire! And sets all of it up ablaze, mixing with the winds aided by Manic and all of the aerated iron dust, just blowing up all these goddamn mushroom teeth.
Absolutely. You hear the mushrooms, the little mushrooms just screaming.
No, Godfrey.
In terror, just like, for you, stop it. Stop that. That hurts a lot. Oh. It's all very sad. Anything else that you want to do with your turn?
That would be everything that I have. That was both my reckless attacks and my wild shapes. So that's everything.
You see there are like chunks of moss sort of missing, and there's a couple of spots where like the moss on the ceiling and the moss on the floor have both disappeared, and you start seeing the infinite rain of teeth again. But this time they're like all blackened and just like broken.
As they finish off, Maltoven's going to look to the alternate Maltovens that he summoned up. Thank you all for your time. Goodbye. And he wrenches the blade out of himself.
And now, Bella, what about you?
I can't really think of anything to do to get out of this. So
Please change the dreamscape.
I mean, like,
move
I
with
used
ya?
the legendary action to do this. Like,
Well, what you can do with the legendary action is you can do extra actions on your turn. Don't forget, you are now essentially in a dreamscape, which you have control over with your
Okay.
touchstone.
She's just going to like think really hard about anything that could possibly be done, and just think of all the dreams that she's had. Just like closing her eyes really, really tight. Just, please. And she's just going to think of the most pleasant dream that she could, which is a beach.
She likes long walks on the beach.
A beach within the corridor of the hallway we were just in.
Absolutely. So you see sort of some of the teeth begin to just like crumble into sand as they turn, not all of them, but some of them start crumbling, and now there is sand sort of pouring through the sky in this sort of infinite loop, but it's slowly starting to condense a little bit more on the floor. Anything else that you would like to do with this turn?
Before all this happens, I do want to grab a tooth. I would
Absolutely.
like to take a tooth
You can literally just hold your hand out and like
and just catch up on a tooth. Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Put it in your pocket.
Now it is Gorf's turn. What are you going to do?
Honestly, above table, there's so much going on. So Gorf is gonna look at Manic and be like,
Sorry, hit you. I must have missed.
and then be like,
Where'd the beholder go?
So the beholder is gone, but you also absolutely know, because you shot the lightning at Manic, you know that Manic has switched sides.
I didn't want to know that though. I wanted to be blissfully
You
ignorant.
watched him get in front of the lightning bolt that was meant for Maltoven. Even Gore
Fine,
understands what that
fine,
means.
fine.
Like it's
Oh, so you want us to like do combat things though? 'Cause we're
Well,
still.
you can do whatever you
Yeah.
want in this situation.
we've all kind of like, to catch you up on this, Lando, we've all kind of like made our bet with the beholder's gone, one of your guys are gone, we're stuck in this dreamscape. We should probably just like,
Yeah, I'm
top of
sorry
the order,
about that
get
last
out of
one.
here.
my
Top
bad.
order, yeah,
All of
top
this
order of
stuff
business is
you have-
escaping.
You have all of the stuff from your Wheels of Chaos. What do you need to do?
All right, let's get out of here. And as the teeth are like falling, Gorf is gonna use his deflect missiles that he got and like start grabbing the teeth and like throwing them aside and like just like basically just covering the people's escape. As I'm assuming there's a collective thing to try to get out of here instead of just kind of standing around. And so as that's
We're
happening,
falling around.
what?
Falling around.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't follow.
We're
Fine.
Okay.
we're all just falling. There's
Wait.
not really any standing.
There's a floor a little bit.
There's a little bit of a floor. There's a little bit of floor now that there's the beach appearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psyllium.
I'm sorry. Honest to God, I am so lost. I heard the thing about the beach. Why are we falling? There's not a floor? What?
So that happened like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that was like an hour and a half ago.
I thought the ceiling
Floor.
just turned to
That's
tea.
long ago.
That was
When
that was a while ago.
Floor.
You
A
know
while.
what? You know what? We're gonna be very gentle right now.
I'm sorry.
Tell me what Gorf. If Gorf was trapped in a giant cocoon made of fucking teeth, what would Gorf's reaction be?
Oh God. One would be to throw up because it's disgusting.
Absolutely.
So Gorf, realizing now that everything has calmed down a little bit, is in a cocoon of teeth that are like falling and shooting out. Gorf is going to, as they're coming at him, he's going to be deflecting them and shooting them away. But as Gorf does that, he is going to think about breaking through whatever this cocoon is. So
Okay, so here's what you have. You've got spots that are made of like teeth and moss.
Yep.
You also have a spot now towards the front that's made of like sand.
He's gonna go for the sand. So he has a polymorph. He is going to turn into a giant badger and start digging
Oh my God, yes!
in the thing.
Follow him, behind him.
He can't talk, but if he could talk, he would say, "Don't stand directly behind me," as sand is just going.
Absolutely. And you feel like, because you're still sort of floating a little bit, so like you're digging your claws towards the ground, trying to get at this sand. Absolutely. The beholder is gone. Mimir, what are you going to do to help him and everybody else get the hell out of here? Are you going to help everybody else get out of here, or is it just going to be you and Gore?
I'm gonna go up to Bella and I'm gonna say, listen, I don't know you, and I'm going to go a little bit closer. I'm gonna whisper your true name to you, see if that does anything, and then I'm gonna say,
Okay, hold on. I need to know exactly what you say after you say her true name.
I'm going to say, it seems like you're very in tune with nature, but you also seem to be afraid of some of these dreams. If you'll
So
allow
stop,
me...
I need one sentence. You get like 10 words.
Would you like to...
So you say her true name. Hold on. You say her true name, you get 10 words after that. Come on, this dead air is killing me, Mike.
Really fucking narrowing me down, sorry. We can use our touchstones to change the area. Fuck it, that's all I'm using.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to...
You now have control of Bella's touchstone.
Well,
You have just used her true name and given her essentially a command that the two of you are going to work together to change what's going on. She now has to do what you say.
Don't go speaking true names all willy-nilly, man.
Yeah, those true names are insanely powerful.
oh, well, this is really awkward. I didn't want to force you to do anything.
So what do you do with your
It was
touchstone?
really a question. I wanted to shape the area to be more like what she was trying to do as a as the moss and the knives and the teeth are both of our creations. So all the moss comes down into a walkway, and the teeth and everything and the sand and iron form up into pillars that start sprouting plants and create this elegant walkway. And I walk and touch all of the moss parts, and it becomes a golden walkway from the emptiness that was made before.
Fabulous. Bella, what is your reaction to somebody speaking? You can feel it in your soul. You've never experienced anything like this before. Your true name was just spoken. Somebody knows who you are.
What the fuck?
I really didn't mean to force you to do anything. That's my bad.
I don't believe you.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to help you believe me. It's the truth. I'm not really known for lying.
You may, Bella, if you'd like, you can make an insight check.
Sure.
Or no. Actually, no. It's not going to be an insight check. You, Mimir, make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Because Bella has already said she does not believe you.
That's a 22.
Okay, absolutely. Like, he's very convincing, Bella, but it's up to you whether you believe it.
Then be more careful. The fuck?
I've never known anyone that I've needed to be careful about their name before. I apologize profusely. I'm so sorry.
Nightmare, first of all, can feel your agitation. Bella, you are intimately connected to this creature of incredible power. Manic, you feel the hair on the top of your head suddenly get very moist, and you are lifted up by Nightmare's mouth as they just grab you by the hair and then put you in front of Bella as sort of an offering.
Manic or Mimir?
I think it was Mimir.
Mimir, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too many M names.
Maltoven, Manic, Mimir.
It's okay, girl. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
There's Nightmare just sort of drops Mimir back onto the ground and starts trotting towards the entrance. As they step, you see like little horse hoof imprints on the ground as they move forward. You also see it sort of casually like smack its wing into one of the pillars, and the pillar just completely falls over, just completely crushed, and just gives just the most withering glare to Mimir.
Fair.
Maltoven, as Nightmare is passing, it will pick you up, as will it will pick up Manic as well if you'd like.
I get on.
Might as well.
Fabulous. Suddenly it flaps its wings, and there is a massive sandstorm within the space, blinding everyone who is not on Nightmare. Nightmare very calmly walks through the sandstorm to the edge of the realm of dreams, and you all find yourselves back in the Underdark, looking at what seems like a waterfall of infinite sand.
Oh.
Just in that space, from ceiling to floor, knowing that if you step through it, there will be the columns and the sand and the moths and the teeth and the burnt places. A very strange
And the
little
falling.
section of the
And the
Underdark.
falling. The falling if you fall off the singular pathway that was just made. Yeah.
But now, underneath you is a fabulous bear. And because you were the VIP last time, Bella, you now have a fabulous polar bear mount.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That thinks Gorf is super racist.
I accept this.
As we're making our way out, I look over to the statue of Sullivan, and I look over to Manic. I saw you transform your entire body into metal. Could you do anything about our friend now?
I possibly can. Let me just have a quick look. I could change them to a different substance.
Something lighter. I could change his time later. Put him into a version of himself that isn't a statue. But we should get out of here first.
Yes, well, I can change him to leather. That's probably the lightest thing I could change him to.
That works.
Bing.
Leather Sullivan.
I do look exhausted from doing that though, because I've even touched on more than once.
God.
Absolutely, yeah, you do.
I think aluminum would have been lighter.
I don't have aluminum, unfortunately.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's aluminum. Actually, is while it is now one of the fun fact. While it is now one of the most inexpensive and easy to create metals on the planet. Before they had the technology to essentially turn dirt into aluminum. Aluminum was the type of plates that kings would eat off of instead of gold because it was that rare. Ooh. So everybody else would eat on gold plates, and then the king would have an aluminum plate.
That's sexy.
Is Gorf and Mimir with us as well?
Oh no.
They're still back there.
Nightmare does not like them after what Mimir did with the true name. Well, it's absolutely not.
We have to get the other two out as well. I know that they may cause some problems in your future,
Maltaven. Yes.
But surely there's a way that we can. It would be better for us to try and prevent it rather than kill them.
Considering the events of today, an armistice is in order, and Maltoven gets off of the bear and approaches the wall of falling sand. I'll be back.
Mare, do you think you could punish them in a less permanent way?
Was that towards your horse? Well,
yeah.
Towards the nightmare.
Okay.
Okay.
So what? I'm sorry. What did you do?
I asked if Mare could punish them in a less permanent way.
There's Mare sort of like looks at you. It's feeling very put upon right now. There's, it's like, fine.
Certainly, yes, as one should.
And you see that now the wall of sand continues to fall, that cascading waterfall of sand, but about once every 2 minutes, you see a break in the sand that should be long enough if you are running to actually be able to get through without being just slammed down by it. But you have to time it correctly.
Yeah. As I note the timing, I enter in and walk down the pathway towards Gorf and Mimir.
I follow just in case anything happens.
I come in peace, at least for now. If you wish to escape, follow me. This is your only offer.
We can talk about this outside. Let's get out of all of this first.
As you walk through, you see Mimir riding the giant badger that is Gorf.
Yep. 100%.
This is not what it looks like. We were trying to escape still.
Everyone on to Gorf.
Right?
And
Okay.
I give my time to Gorf, hasting our mount.
Fabulous.
I shall do the same.
As you run back through the wall of sand, Each of you, please give me a d20 roll.
Of course.
Wait,
All right.
everybody?
Oh,
Or
19. Malto, just the people going through the sand. Maltovan,
Ah,
you feel something smack you in the head.
Mm.
And as you catch it, it is a decanter. This is for Mac. Mac has redeemed 25,000 channel points.
Oh, damn!
For your item. You have just gotten not a decanter of endless water, but a decanter of endless
And the
sand.
sand. Thank you so much!
That can be used to create a patch of sand as often as you like, but also can be like shaken up and used once a day to spray to sandblast somebody
Oh, yes.
if you would like.
Are you into woodworking, almost?
Right? That's the thing.
Or glass?
So now I am curious from each of you. You have watched, you have talked, you have seen that you are not on the same side, and yet this person has helped you. In order, I'd like to hear from each of you. First, Bella, tell me, you see them all come through the sand together. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that Maltoven spared them to try and reach a different form of making them stop. I think nothing more of them being allies. Certainly not the one that forced me to use my dreamstone against my will.
Fabulous. I love it. Mimir.
Your friend there is made of leather. Let me do something about that. And I'm gonna use
So
my
I'm not
mouse.
asking for actions. I'm asking specifically what you are thinking right now.
Very apologetic. Had absolutely no idea what true names were. So I thought it was just like you were hiding your name. And so he's trying to do everything to kind of make it up to the team, and he's going to use his spell to make their ally not a statue anymore
How are you going to do that?
with my 5th level Greater Restoration.
Greater restoration. Okay, fabulous. You see a very unconscious ally now on the back of the giant polar bear. Zach. No, Zach is not here. Manic, what are you thinking?
I'm just thinking that why can't we all get along? You know, there's no point in us fighting each other if the people from Delvers are supposed to end the world. Then instead of if you kill them, other people might take their place. So why not work to try and save the world together? If Maltoven has this information, then we can work together to prevent it together and hopefully build a better future, is what he's thinking.
What about Gore?
Gorf is thinking, well, they're not attacking us anymore. They said something about the future. They said something about us fucking it up. Be good to at least hear them out. As long as they're not actively fighting us, he's not really all that worried, concerned. He's like, well, we'll figure it out.
And what about Maltoven?
Unfortunately, I was not able to eliminate them. But perhaps Manic has a point. Maybe there is a diplomatic route. But Gorf and those of his ilk, the propensity for Delver's dreams to employ those so many yes-men who would go along with whatever great pontificated ideal put forth to them, will always make them the death of the multiverse. That I'm certain.
and we shall leave our companions there, stepping out of the newly created sandy, toothy, mossy realm.
The infinite cavity.
Underdark.
Infinite cavity!
Infinite cavity.
Let's go!
Oh, yuck.
And we shall flash over to the halls of might. You see a woman, skin red, dress white, resplendent and gorgeous, stride into the arena as the beholder appears. So you couldn't do it then, my dear? Tisk, tisk. It seems that you have not fulfilled your part of the contract, have you? And you see the beholder spin very slowly, visibly shaking, as it faces Glacia, princess of the Nine Hells, now taking up residence with Corton in his tower.
Mistress, I can accomplish this. I promise this. I promise you, I can do it.
She says, no, 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 dear. You had your chance, didn't you? You watch as the eyes of this beholder on their stalks suddenly begin to shrivel, seemingly pulled into the stalks themselves. You see the giant eye in the center go red and then black as it shrivels and shrinks. You see the beholder begin to shake violently as a golden coin falls from its mouth and its body lands on the floor. Glacia bends down, picks up the coin, which has a picture of a beholder screaming in terror on it, flips it into her pouch, nods to Bandoff and says, I'm sure that the stalks and the teeth will be useful in some of your little potions. My gift to you, great king. And walks out of the arena. And with that, we shall end our session today.
Good shit!
Thank you, everybody, for being here. That was, oh my God, that was so much fucking fun. That was, I had such a blast. First, everybody hit exclamation point raffle to enter into the fabulous dice raffle for Phoenix Dice. And while everybody is entering into that delightful raffle, I'd like to hear favorite moments. Hey, Maltobin, what was your favorite moment?
Kyle, sad to say, I couldn't do it. I couldn't top my favorite moment from before the break. It is absolutely has to be Gorf grabbing hold of Force Ballistas, spinning around, throwing it, and Manic popping up MVP of the fucking night, taking the full fucking brunt of it. That was so badass.
Yeah, that would have been devastating.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
That was
Right-
absolutely fabulous. Yeah.
Right now, I automatically nominate Manic as VIP for today.
I love it. Phantom says teleporting the beholder.
That was epic.
Absolutely, that was delightful. Also discovering that planar travel is blocked at this point.
A lot
That
of
is
big
useful
W's for Josh.
information. There is 100%. Hey, chat, let me know what your favorite moments were. Gorf, what was your favorite moment?
Oh, my favorite moment was something about Tillman said. I wrote it down because it was so poignant. So he basically, this is a paraphrase, but he said, like, I don't feel like I can reason with stupid people. And then someone said something about, what about people that want destruction? He'd be like, no, those people can be reasoned with. So that was my favorite. I was like,
Oh, thank you.
like,
That's
okay,
fabulous. Absolutely. I love it. What about you, Josh? What was your favorite moment?
My favourite moment had to be the whole dream sequence bit, pulling the beholder into the dream to speak to them, and then having that dream sort of projected out into the battlefield. I thought that was quite cool.
I really enjoyed that.
That was awesome.
I've got to say, I love how the dream started very simple, and I'm like, what makes this unique? And suddenly,
Teeth.
Suddenly it's falling with all the teeth.
there you
It's
go.
like, okay, like what makes it special? Teeth, me, horror. Guys, my character Crow in Delphus Dream, the first time he tried to talk about like the Song of the Spheres, began to vomit teeth from his mouth. Teeth keep following me.
Yeah, me too. Me too. What about you, Bella? What was your favorite moment?
I definitely think the multiple Maltovans, just like
Oh, that
stabbing
was so
himself
cool.
with and then just a bunch of Maltovans come out of nowhere. That was very cool.
Absolutely. Namir, what about you?
You know what? I'm gonna say fucking up and not knowing what true names will do to someone.
Yeah.
And
That
then
is a significant
I learned
bit
too.
of lore. Like
Hell of a
in
drug.
so if you look up in like all kinds of different D&D contexts, there is just knowing something's true name allows you to manipulate that thing. So like if you're going up against like a demon or something like that that's really powerful, the first thing you have to do is you have to find out its true name, because you can like suppress its power, you can command it. That's how like if you summon a demon, you get to take control of it, like all that kind of stuff. Absolutely. There was even a class called the True Namer in D&D 3.5, where it was a magic class, but you didn't use spells. You just had to true name the effect that you wanted. So you would say in a specific tongue, I want a fireball to happen here and now, this big for this long. But the language of the universe is incredibly complex and intricate. And if you get a single intonation wrong, then the spell completely is screwed up. You're saying something different. And so it was just this insane thing that's all about utilizing language to alter the world around you. So
Literal
having
words of creation.
Yeah, that's
So
just
that
Kavoth
is-
from Kingkiller Chronicles.
you what?
That's
That's
cool.
Kavoth from Kingkiller Chronicles.
Mm.
Really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
fantastic fantasy book. Yeah.
Yeah, third one. It's been like what, 10 years or something?
Yeah, but it's close. He keeps saying that he's almost done.
Keep saying it.
So absolutely. I love that. Yeah, so that's another really important piece of information to know. So you know that planar travel is off the table, and you know what true names can do. So if you can find more of them, you can do all kinds of interesting things to people. And that's why that detriment is so powerful with a nightmare, is your true name is exposed to anybody, like they now know where it will be. So let's find out who won some fabulous Phoenix dice.
Let's do it. All right. Closing it up. And the second winner of today is Chelsea. I don't think it's like the same.
Chelsea.
Hey!
Hey!
Chelsea!
Whoa!
Send me a note on Discord and I will get you connected so you can get some fabulous Phoenix dice. And with that, I think it is time to go a rating to one of our stream team fellows called Carney Sideshow.
Hey.
We're going to go have some more D&D fun. Stick with us. You get fabulous, fabulous channel points that you can use to give advantage and all kinds of cool stuff. And we're going to go head over there, watch them do ridiculous things in Misty Steps. their adventure in the Feywild. That's right, because who doesn't love a fabulous Feywild adventure? We will see you tomorrow for Delver's Dream.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.